Don't like the lights, but it's camera time. Said take the picture, but you rolled your eyes. Now I'm mortified and still terrorized. Push me behind to get me from my better side. I wanna push you back, but that's all you want. Wanna wrap me up, I'm holding back. Tryna get me framed, throw me in cuffs. Said I attacked you, that's just a false truth. No need to argue, and yeah, I've had enough. You follow me anywhere I try to be alone. I find you there. There's more to me. Everywhere I try to go alone, I find you there. You follow me anywhere I try to be alone, I find you there. Oh, there's more to me. Anywhere I try to be alone, I find you there. I find you there. I'm so scared to leave my house, so I cannot run free from this. Always being watched by you, and that's so inconsiderate. My privacy, those that exist, probably haven't heard of it. Need to live a different life, cause lights and cameras are in it. Trying to find a silver lining. All I wanna do is avoid the violence. But you're here again, I'm losing it. There's no more screaming in silence. Get out my face, turn off the flash. I hate the fame, no more of that. Leave me alone, or I'll collapse. I need a break, don't feel the crack. You follow me anywhere I try to be alone, I find you there. There's more to me. Everywhere I try to go alone, I find you there. Yeah, yeah.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. Hope you boys are having a wonderful, beautiful day. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back, boys. Welcome back to another wonderful, beautiful live stream, boys. How are all you doing today? Today, we got ourselves PTR duels to hang out at and have fun with. That was the weirdest way for me to phrase it, dude. The weirdest way to phrase it. We got PTR duels on the day, boys. How are all you doing? Welcome back. Welcome back. Hope everybody's having a wonderful, beautiful day. Why are my eyes so damn watery? I don't want this, dude. I had coffee. I woke up earlier today than normal. I got so much stuff done, dude. Did you know that if you wake up really early, you get a lot of things done? I know it sounds like, Dal, what are you saying? Like, I have a 9 to 5, I have even longer hours of job. I know, but dude, my schedule has been so effed. I've been awake until like, what, 7 or 8 in the morning for the last couple of nights, just making sure the videos have that extra polish, extra attention, just been enjoying the process of it all, but that just been leaving me with like no sleep at all. It's been taxing a little, but today I got up early. I got enough coffee in me, and I've been playing, and I've been doing stuff, and I've been getting work done. I got so much footage for the day as well, too. It was amazing. How you boys all doing? RMP man, how you doing, my guy? Welcome back to the membership spot. Thank you so much, my guy. You got that long-term Dal, what is it, 1 year badge, I think it is, if not a 2 year. I think it's the 1 year badge. It's so good looking. How you doing, my guy? Hope you're having a good one, my man. Yo, attention, boys.
That's my boy.
Sup? Oh my god. Push that smoking lovely like button. Okay, we get a hashtag tempted in chat, showing appreciation for the wonderful dono. My man, thank you so much. My dude, I appreciate you. Your aura. Let me just make sure you're nice and big in the chat, my man. Thank you so much, my guy. I really do appreciate you. Sorry, I'm taking a second here to get everything started. I was just slightly behind with the duels video. I had it basically done. I had to go outside to fill up a breaker because my fridge just stopped working. So hopefully the food doesn't spoil by the time we're done. We're having pizza night anyway, so I guess I don't have to worry about that. But yeah, hopefully my fridge is all good. Boys, let me get the music back up. What tunes do we got? What is this song? I kind of like that first song that we listened to at the very beginning of the stream. Somebody said you like it? Yo, let me pop that on here for a sec. I actually like this one a lot. I think it's a good intro started song, man. I like that. I like the sound of this one. Boys, today we'll be doing duels over on the PTR. How are you doing? Yo, what's up, Celtic? How you doing, my man? Good day down. What's up, Super? How you doing, my guy? What's up, Zero D Woods? How you doing, my man? Gun. How you doing, my guy? Yo, I got you the link. Dude, how you doing, my man? Hope you have a good one. Good luck, everyone. Let's see some interesting duels today. Yeah, let's hop on the PTR. Let's not waste any more time. Let's hop on the PTR. I want to see what groups we have for the evening. Hell yeah. Dude, a lot more of you guys have been enjoying the PTR duels than live, man. Should we just start doing PTR duels every single week now? Because getting live, even getting some boys over on the AU on live duels has been a little harder. I mean, it is kind of like, you know, they entered 915. Everybody's waiting for that 9-2. I don't blame them at all. But I also want to make sure we don't get ourselves burned out with 9-2 before it's even out. But dude, a lot of you enjoying PTR duels a hell of a lot more. What's up, Sky? How you doing, my guy? What's up, Astro? How you doing, my man? Hope you guys are having a good one, boys. Love you, man. Waiting for you, man. What's up, Avak? How you doing, my guy? Hope y'all are having a wonderful, beautiful evening, boys. We gotta have some fun with them 5v5 1v1 duels. Dude, also a member. Oh my god, dude. Do you hear that voice crack? Dude, my man. How you doing, my guy? We gotta ask like dude in the chat or becoming a member, my boy. Thank you so much, yo. As part of the membership squad, make sure you connect your YouTube account over with a link down in the description below. We have our Discord link for the community Discord. Join us there. Connect your YouTube account to the Discord account, and you'll have a special role over in Discord. Feel free to spam the hell out of the emotes whenever you want to. That's all for you, man. Spam them as much as you want to. There's no one here to stop you from being able to do so. Thank you for the support, my guy. Really appreciate it, boys. Hashtag dudes showing appreciation for the support, man. Look at this boy. Look at this beauty. And also, I like your name. It's really short. I feel like that's the name I can kind of remember every single... Dude, I'm bad with names, so if you have a short name, something I can remember easily, hey, that's awesome. Thank you so much, my guy. Appreciate you. The group's on hold right now? Yo, we'll see if we got some groups. Rips out to here. What's up, Spicy? How you doing, my guy? What do you mean, Spicy? Out to here. Get a bit real, honestly, feeling like crappy. Really concerned with anything. Sadly, lost a dear friend yesterday. I'm sorry to hear that, Aura. But it kind of helps telling some people, hey man, you know, don't carry burdens on your own. We have a community here of boys that like having to have fun having around and having, you know, posting duels together, PvPing together, doing keys and raiding together. But dude, part of the community, man, like, I feel like you should be open to share whatever on your mind, man. If you need somebody to like talk to, like, even though we don't know all each other, we're part of the community, man, you know what I mean? Friendly boys that show each other honor in the 5v5 1v1 duels, you know what I mean? I feel like if you got some weight, if you want to take it off your shoulders, man, I'm always staying around. I'm always around to chat. My DMs are always open in Discord, you know what I mean? I'll listen to your guys' problems. No, seriously, don't hold it back. Don't keep it in, man. It's unhealthy. Seriously, I really do mean it. It's really unhealthy. If you just left some burdens, man. I'm sorry to hear that. Seriously, I really am sorry. I'm sorry to hear that, Aura. I know you've been around streams for so long, man. You're originally just a joy to hang around with and see, man. So, hope you feel better over time, man. Looking for 3 more hard PTR, yo. Villix, let's get some more boys in here. Thanks a lot for cries on 5v5 war like last week. Making it more awesome, man. Like, yeah, hopefully we'll get more cries over the PTR. Yo, what do we got for the duels? We got the boys, we got whispers. Let's go, dude. Let's see who do we have for the evening. I do want to remove some of these bars just to clean up the UI a little bit, because you do have to have it cleaned. Yo, Sentry with a 5-man group. Sentry got the boys in here. Archeum, is that your name? Wait, is it Archeum or did you say Archeorg still? Look at these boys. Oh, there he is. Archetyp. There he is. We got Coffee here. Holy moly, as a Panda Arcane Mage. Testing something interesting. Yo, we need a second group here for 5v5 1v1 duels, boys. Either an alliance group or a horde group over for the PTR duels. Let me know if you got a second one of hosting. I think Mike said he was going to make one together. Seawork is on, so maybe Seawork will be joining us in. We got Quad in here as well. I don't know if we have another group available or not. We got the boys in here. What's up, Marcy? How you doing, my guy? I hope you're having a good one. Yo, if you want to use me as a train demo, my guy, you're more than welcome to, by the way. What's up? I like your name. Ha 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 ha. What's up, my guy? Hope you're having a good one. Happy 24/7 day. What's up, Azot? Привет, мы готовы. Arki says he's ready. He's trying to invite me. Can you add me, BNet? I have a group. Yeah, I could add you. Hold on. I can do it like this. Anton, is that it? There we go. I got you. I added. Yeah, so we do have 2 groups, or is just haha part of the Team Sentry. I guess we'll find out in a second. Yeah. Had to restart the stream, BK. Yo, what's up, my guy? Hope you're having a good. Yo, Aura. I just said, hey man, if you got issues, if you got something, take some shoulders off of take some weight off your shoulders, my guy. DM's always open, Aura. You're a super fun guy to hang out on streams with, man. Always happy to see you here, and hopefully things get better over time, my man. I'm really sorry about that. That's all about what happened. Grand group alliance, do more. Yeah, Skay, Skay, I gotta add you on Real ID. I gotta get Skay in here. Shadow Dragon, I got you added. I'm your boy Anton. Yo, what's up, my guy? I see you, NZXT. Yeah. We got Chicago Online. We got the boys. We got Shadow Dragon with Germaphobe. I just saw you earlier here. Where were you? You were like over there or something, right? Oh no, you were over here. I think, is that you over there? No. I just saw Germaphobe out here, dude, just now. Yo, Skay, how do I add you? How do I add you on Real ID? Because I did mention yesterday that we got to get you in. If you have a group, I want to get you in first, if possible. But, okay, so we got ready for Anton. We got Sentry. I just want to add Skay first. Skay, if you need to add me, Dalaran #1340 over on the BNet on PTR. Add me real quick so I can just make sure I have you. Unless I already added you. I got Mikey on here. I just want to make sure I have you, because yesterday you didn't get to play Skay. I want to make sure you get a chance to play this time around. We have 2 groups available, but I just want to add you first while you added you. Are you Nesvas? Okay, no, I don't see Dalaran had. Yeah, I don't see any new ads. What's your Real ID, real quick? I'll just add you. I just want to make sure I have you while you're forming your group together. I want to make sure you get a chance to play as many chances as possible, because I mentioned yesterday, hey, you didn't get a chance to play. I want to try to get you to play in PTR, and I meant it. So we'll get the groups going in just a second. I just want to first get Skay in. Boys, I want to see some variety today, man. I want to see you guys play some alts. I want to see you play some weird covenants, weird legendaries. I want to see you guys try new things, man. I want to see new things happen tonight, man. Did you guys see the enhancement shamans apparently have a fire build that could work? It's a more of a PvE build, but it actually works pretty well. There's Germaphobe. I see you right here. Are you Ellie on that thing? You are. Let's go. I don't think we have seen an Ellie so far over on these duels. What's up, my man? Hope you're having a good one. How's it going? What's up, Ted? How you doing, man? Hope you're having a good one, my guy. Thanks for needed to avenge someone. Yeah. Oh, dude, my guy. We're always here for you, but dude. Part of this community. We got a lot of friendly boys in here. I can't see. You can't see me online and message you. So I'm not online on live. I'm on PTR, Skay. I don't know if you have a group on PTR or on live. Yeah, I'm a shaman without soul binds unlocked. Does that pique some interest? I mean, if you need soul binds, you can get soul binds set up in Zareth. If you talk to a Tauren in Oribos, the room where you select your covenants. Okay. You don't rely on needing conduits? Yo, if this guy actually pops up without needing conduits at all, that'll be interesting to see. What's up, Danny? How you doing, my guy? Hope you're having a good one. Yo, Rogue, how you doing, my man? What ROM are you on, bro? PTR. We're on PTR right now. It doesn't matter what server in PTR you are. As long as you're on PTR, we can get you guys queued. Yo, Skay. Are you on live or are you in PTR? Let me get some duels going, by the way, while we're trying to figure that out. Because maybe you're on live trying to make a group together, but we are on PTR currently. Sentry and Anto XD. Let me get these guys up and running. We got 2 groups available. Let me get the duels mix rolling as well, yeah? Is it only, chat, is it only Maldraxxus Coliseum today? Is that the only arena we get? Can we queue any other arena at all? I want to try to see if we can queue another arena so we can get some variety. Maldraxxus Coliseum is awesome, don't get me wrong. I'm on PTR. Dalaran, #1340. You should be able to add me, hopefully. Just make sure you get it right. Hold on. There we go. I'm gonna what's PTR. Public test realm where we're testing out patch 9.2 changes. #1340. Here we go. Also, I gotta make sure I get the, because I'm gonna get a lot of questions about it. How to participate in Duel? It's easy. Open LG and join. Is that gonna be, oh, a little too much? Okay. Here we go. Hold on. Yeah. PTR duels today. Here we go. We're just gonna post this in chat and pin it. Alrighty, boys. First duel of the evening. Who do we have today? Finally got my audio set up. Switch. We got ourselves team 1 together with G-Funk over as a survival hunter. Look at old Necrolordian. We got ourselves Marzipan. We got ourselves Holy Moly Arhi. Wait, Arhi? What the? Wait, Arhi? I don't even know what the last part is, but we got Arhi the Shadow Priest and Jesus Warrior. Okay, we got Jesus Warrior versus Hahaha. Gonna be first up versus Jesus the Warrior. Gonna be the cheap shot. Is just trying to go for that Curian Burst. Gonna be complete TR. Gonna be a quick blind by the Rogue. I was just looking for a bit of a reset on that team too. We got ourselves Hunter. We got ourselves Seamark. We got ourselves Chicago as well as Ballas. I like the Ballas name. Is that supposed to be like all of Ballas? Kind of like the Preach WoW kind of deal? Or just Ballas as in like bolas? Like those things with a rope and 2 rocks and you kind of throw to bola someone's feet together? I don't really know. Jesus go for a fear. Gonna be tricking out of the Rogue. Going for more cheap shots back to back. Completed DR. All of the stuns. And at this point, the Warrior should have the free reign to be able to catch up in healing. Maybe even punish the Rogue with some damage. Trying to see if he can intervene to the Rogue to intercept him. But it looks like the Rogue is going to be bailing out of there with a quick sprint. Gonna be opportunity for the Warrior to at least catch up with a bit of a flesh craft. Trying to go for a leap. Gonna be that sap by the Rogue. Could always go for a Zerkus to break out of that sap. And maybe try to see if he can whirlwind the Rogue out. Looks like the Rogue is just gonna mount up, looking for a complete reset versus the Warrior as the eyes are available. The Warrior picking up eyes and is continuing his onslaught. as the rogue goes in, trying to see if he can get the first opener. Cheap shot going to be a Blaze Storm by the Warrior, not running the Tournament to King's Lego, so I wonder what legendary he is running then as a Fury Warrior for PvP. I guess he would run like some kind of a good single target PvE, like going to be the evasion by the Rogue as the Warrior finally getting some damage in, and the Warrior is still yet to burn any of his offenses, just so far being able to pressure the Rogue just by using proper, simple, offensive abilities. Double Leap coming out, so the Warrior is playing either playing the Leap legendary or the PvP talent for Leap, which I want to say most likely the Leap Lego, just to make sure he has some ability to disengage and re-engage with the Rogue. Try to see if we can whirlwind him out, but it's going to be some dots breaking out of that sap. But the Rogue is going for more of a slower opener versus the Warrior. I wonder if this is going to end up... What is he playing? So I don't think he's running stun. I think more likely he's running any kind of self-heal. So likely he's playing Impending Victory. Cheap shot by the Rogue, as we're going to see if that is going to be an Impending Victory by the Warrior. Does going to back up into the Rogue with a quick Impending Victory. Is going to be able to catch up a little bit of health. The Rogue does go for a Cloak of Shadows. Not much you could really cloak versus the Warrior, as he's going to go for the banner, trying to unleash some big bursts versus the Rogue. Not going to be able to get him out of AoE. And no bleeds and no dots for the Warrior, so there's no way to really get the Rogue out of stealth. So for the Warrior, that was a lot of potential damage kind of clustered together, but the Rogue does go for a complete reset. Landing a sap, and again, just going for a bit of a reset. So far, I haven't seen the Warrior log the Rogue down at all. No stuns, no nothing, not even double charges, just to stay super aggressive. But I also haven't seen the Rogue pop up with a Shadow Blade, so maybe they're just kind of testing the waters, trying to see if they can get cooldowns out of one another. Shadow Step by the Rogue to get the interrupt on the Fleshcraft, as the Rogue is trying to land himself a few of those Shadow Strikes, maybe go for a Kidney Shot versus Jesus. Gonna be a cheap shot, not going for the Kidney Shot at all, instead just going in for cheap shots back to back, trying to get eviscerates back to back, consecutive eviscerates with that Carrion Burst, is getting the extra arcane damage out of it, or empowered damage out of those eviscerates, but it's gonna be a quick blind as the Rogue taking a bit of pressure. Gonna be Jesus shrinking out just to land the charge to re-intervene and reconnect with the Rogue. Evasion for the Rogue to try to live through the output by the Warrior. Not gonna be a Pearson Howl to slow the Rogue, or rather, I think maybe he did use a Pearson Howl, but the sprint from the Rogue is actually going to let him keep moving. Gonna be the quick Shadow Step as the Rogue gets close to the Warrior, but no intercept for Jesus, as he was only running one charge. As he is playing Impending Victory, which is going to limit some of his mobility, but is going to improve his survivability. Trick it for the Rogue out of the fear. No stuns by the Warrior, so I guess the Rogue, that's the only CC he really has to worry about, is he's trying to land some Shadow Strikes into the Warrior. If he does not get a vanish fast enough or disconnect from the Warrior fast enough, he might be in trouble. Smoke Bomb does not create the line of sight he needs. If the Warrior is playing Reckless Abandon, should be able to hopefully charge towards the Rogue. Going to be 12 seconds on advantage. If the Rogue does not get some kind of an answer for the Warrior right now, he could be going down, but looks like just a quick shiv onto the Warrior and just walking away from him. Not running double charge is going to punish the Warrior. Did not have the leaps in order to make it work. It's going to be Zerker Rage. Should be able to see the Rogue. Does intervene him towards him with a charge. Could be a vanish out of the Rogue, but the Warrior did pick up the eyes, so it still could be really deadly for the Rogue. Shadow Step around the Warrior. Blade Storm, as the Warrior is immune to CC. The Rogue trying to see if he can back up out of there. Again, the Warrior limited on the mobility. Quick Shadow Step into, I think, a shiv by the Rogue, just making sure he's maximizing the control of the Warrior. Could potentially be a vanish. Actually used vanish a little earlier, so it looks like it has nothing left. I think it might be just done and done. Banner for the Warrior, so he's actually immune to any kind of slows. At least the banner is keeping him fast, I think at least at 100% movement speed. Trying to see if he can get some damage over to the Rogue, but still unable to connect. Is going to be going for a Fleshcraft, has to go for a bit of a reset. It is worth mentioning that EU boys do get a little bit more lag over on PTR, so there's likely a little bit of lag that's causing a bit of that ability delay. What's up, G? How you doing, man? Hope you have a good one. They have new arenas. They have one new arena, daddy. The other arena, it's going to be delayed until a later patch, so it's not going to be up for patch 9.2 immediately. It's going to be delayed until a later time after it gets enough testing. PTR duels and the retail stuff. Brandon, I think we are going to be doing PTR for the day. Bro, yesterday I decided, hey, we'll do some live stuff. And you guys were like, where's the PTR? Today we do PTR. It's like, where's the live stuff? It's like, oh my goodness. I'm trying to get everybody in here over on PTR duels. If you are in PTR, everybody can join in, by the way. EU as well as NA regions can both join PTR. So if you guys download PTR, it's public. It is free. You just get it over on Battle.net. We have a video and links over on our Discord how to get PTR for your account if you don't have it. So if you guys want to download it, it really doesn't take that long because it can share it can just take your WoW files of your current retail WoW. It'll just kind of share those same files, so the download is way smaller. So even if you don't have that great of an internet connection downloading like files for games, it's it's really small. Normally I have to re-download the whole game, but it'll be like a really small file that's all the new stuff over for 9.2. So it's really easy if you guys are interested. We have that in the Discord. If you want to find the Discord link in every single stream in the description, you should be able to find it there. I need Demon Hunters and Warlocks, please join 5V5s. Yeah, we gotta get more of those in there, man. As the Rogue looks like he's going to be going for complete resets here. Just not coming out until, I guess, actually he has every cooldown available. I'm not sure what he's waiting for. He's got everything. He could just get in there, maybe. Slay down Jesus. I think he does have to change things up a little bit. Cheap shots are not going to keep the warrior CC'd long enough. I think he has to switch towards using kidney shots. As much as it's convenient to use cheap shots, the warrior's just not gonna sit as an orc inside of cheap shots long at all. Shadow Blades is going to be opened up with a cheap shot. Kyrian Burst, vanish for the Kyrian Burst. He's trying to make that 100% crit like a warrior. That's really a ballsy move. Gonna be evasion as the warrior's taking a bit of damage, still landing a heal. I don't even know how he healed just now. Does Impenetrator go through evasion? Is that how that works? Do you still get a heal whether you miss or whether you hit? Gonna be banner for the warrior. Got himself reckless abandon. Crushing blows are off in order to be able to get back-to-back charges towards the rogue. And the rogue is looking like he's gonna be able to get away. Leap for the warrior once again for another charge. It's gonna get another crushing blow to the rogue. Get the shot onto the Jesus, and he's gonna go for rage regeneration. 20% damage reduction. Got himself a lot of healing. Turning around to face the rogue. And just needs himself just a little bit more mobility to catch back up. Fleshcraft trying to get the rogue to come out from behind the pillar. Is going to poke out for a second, not letting the interrupt on the Fleshcraft. And the warrior's just trying to finish him off. Just a couple more globals. The rogue is so close. And I think the warrior is going to be able to take him down. 8 minutes into the duel, 23% dampener. We're starting up with a pretty high dampener today in the first match of PTR. With Hunter gonna be up next. Got himself big death chakram, just slicing right through the warrior. Has a reflect. I'm not really sure if reflect is gonna do anything for him. Blaze Stormer to get away from that explosive trinket. Does get the pummel onto the Hunter's Fleshcraft. As the Hunter is just barraging him with grenades, the warrior has nothing left. Unless he gets a heal right now, it's going to be over. And a kill shot or either Serpent Stick is going to be enough. G-Funk trying to see if he can connect with the Hunter with a quick harpoon. Also got the big chakram with a huge explosion to follow. Not going to have the chakram hit the pet, so it's not going to be double explosive by the looks of it. G-Funk using disengage just to stay aggressive with the Hunter, not letting him go anywhere. Trying to force Surgical out of him as Hunter trying to go for a bit of a medic bandage, but G-Funk is right on top of him, not letting the bandages go. Full turtle shell for Hunter. Does get himself a bit of a reset. Needs himself an even bigger reset. His pet actually goes down. Is going to catch himself into a faint death though. Flare almost gets him out. Yo, traps to get it set up. G-Fucking just trying to layer traps all over the place. It looks like he has a knockback trap, maybe with a tar trap as well. But Hunter should be able to get himself a free pet. G-Funk trying to get aggressive with a pet is not a bad idea at all. It's actually an excellent idea. The problem with that is, though, you left Hunter by himself solo, so when he goes for a faint death into a camo, there's no pet that can expose him outside of that camo. Hunter and G-Funk exchanging death chakras with one another. Hunter going for a faint death. I think removing the explosive effect of that chakram. With that faint death, G-Funk pinning him to the ground with a harpoon, trying to stay aggressive, throwing in grenades back to back. The health of these two is actually kind of equal. G-Funk getting frozen, does still have turtle shells, so he's actually ahead in cooldowns. As his raptor, the undead raptor, actually both of them got technically undead raptors, are going to be just clawing at one another. Hunter trying to keep the pets under pressure, or G-Funk pet rather under pressure. As Hunter gets himself a little bit of healing. No defenses for either one for a while except G-Funk again. Big turtle in case he needs it. Hunter has cooldowns. If he has any kind of setup, maybe a Hunter G-Funk, he could make a play here. It's going to drop him in a freeze with the trap. Should do big damage to G-Funk. It does a little bit of damage. I think it's because of damage. Does that damage get split between him and the pet? I'm not sure. Hunter, feign death, super low, one kill shot away, and G-Funk does end up taking him out. You have to get aggressive and get up in their face if you want to be able to win that one. And that's exactly what G-Funk did. With Seavark up next, maybe he's going to try to give G-Funk an opportunity for a clean reset. Playing the Arcane Mage as a Necrolord, so this should be a lot of potential damage. Not playing the Triple Shield Lego either, so he's trying to go for like the big, pure, damn-oriented Necrolord. G-Funk is going to be able to land a Hunter's Mark on Seawork, so good luck trying to land an Invis. As G-Funk is going to be able to catch up. That's going to be a proper honor duel for the both of them. As G-Funk slowly approaching, stalking after Seawork. Is going to start with the Death Shotgun, which Seawork just trying to stay mounted and just take the Death Shotgun all the way to the other side of the pillar. Throwing down the Arcane Orb at G-Funk. Just kind of playing it a little bit careful for now. Hoping to land a Polyo to G-Funk is going to be able to. That's going to give opportunity to land a Deathborn. Touching the Magi. Huge Arcana Sphere. Does G-Funk have a trinket for this? Could potentially be huge damage. Massive burst out of Seawork with a touch of the Magi. Arcana Sphere. And looks like Seawork is just going to have to play it a little bit more careful for a bit. Needs to get G-Funk low enough so he can start getting the big barrage execute damage. If that's what he's playing for. Usually, that's what Seawork plays for his legendary choice, is where barrage does more damage when the enemy is below 35% health. Trying to get a Nova G-Funk, I don't think it actually landed. Does have pretty good slows on the G-Funk, so you can't really go anywhere. The barrage is actually doing work, but that's going to be G-Funk with big heal. That's going to be a Battle Master Trinket together with acceleration. You let him catch up, trying to get some big explosive damage back towards Seawork. Seawork trying very, very hard not to get interrupted on Arcane. It's super low on health, trying to maybe interrupt G-Funk from being able to resummon a pet, but it is going to be a free pet. For G-Funk, did have the right angle where Seawork just couldn't quite get behind the corner and try to see if he can get him. They gotta be knocking him out of the stealth though, as it's trying to go into camo as well as landing Mandy Bandage. And Seawork punishing that pet whenever it's out in the open. G-Funk trying to pull the pet back whenever he can. Not a lot of health left for Seawork. Has himself all the time. He's gonna be using really early, and there goes the Ice Block. Does not have the conduit to give himself a heal for Ice Block, which is not gonna be that great for him unless he can go for like some kind of a CC chain onto G-Funk. Land a perfect CC chain, biggest burst, get that one-shot potential in. I think it's going to be tough because that's a Death Chakram just absolutely blasted right through him. Has himself a Fleshcraft, maybe he can get a Prismatic Barrier. Those shields are just getting blasted by grenades. It looks like maybe he fell behind a little bit too much with G-Funk taking him out. Chicago is going to be up next as an Enhancement Shaman over for the team 2. Is playing likely an Elemental Wolf build as G-Funk is allowed again another honor duel. GG no soul binds. Seawork, if you need to do soul binds, go to Zareth Mortis. There's a portal to Zareth over at like where the Flight Master is on the Orbos. Go to Zareth and set up your soul binds there. They have a Forge of Bonds. You can do it really, really quickly. It's really worth it. Like seriously, just take the time to do it right now. And if you don't have Zareth portal unlocked, there's a Tauren in the Enclave, where like the room where you get to pick your covenant. There's a Tauren. You could use like a story skip thing with him. Just talk to the guy, do a story skip, go to Zareth, set up your soul binds. It's that easy. Chicago engaging G-Funk is going to be going for that big. Actually, Chicago's playing a fire build with a Fire Nova. G-Funk does play a pet build, so technically him and the pet are going to be hurting one another with a Flame Nova. Is it Fire Nova? Flame Nova. Eyes of the Beast for G-Funk trying to get interrupted. Quick Sunder by Chicago. Looks like there's no stun totem to follow. And Chicago's actually kind of low on health. G-Funk, is your pet dead or is your pet still alive? I think actually the pet died to the Fire Nova. And G-Funk just dies? Wait, I think it was a Battle Master Trinket that ticked out as G-Funk had no health whatsoever. So Chicago actually does end up getting that kill. And they're using the new Ghost form. Yo, this Ghost form actually looks kind of cool. And I guess that's like the eat animation. Huh. Interesting. Marzipan is going to be up next as a Retribution Paladin. Trying to give as much of an honor duel to Chicago. Oh, look at that nice old bow, dude. Well, let's see if Chicago can stand toe-to-toe versus Marzi, versus Holy, versus Archie, the Shadow Priest. Well, let's see if they're able to do much. Actually, is that actually Archie on the Shadow Priest? Or is that fake Archie? Huge damage out of Marzi with a Sunder by Chicago. I don't know if they have a lot of health left. They're huge, huge, huge. Chain Harvest lets him come back for just a second, but it's 65% dampening. No matter how much healing you have, they're just going to be so heavily dampened. That could have been a huge heal if there was no dampening at all. Maybe that's what Chicago was trying to do. Try to get himself a massive recovery, but at this high dampening, there's only so much you can do. Marzi with a Flash Heal does have a full... He only built up a full Reckoning that quickly. Huge damage out of Ballas, just trying to get a full tower rolling versus Mars. Going to be a bubble out of the Paladin with a quick, actually really quick turn evil onto the Tyrant. The pets are surrounding him. Could be a lot of damage. Is going to be activating the free proc of wings by auto attack of one of the pets with a wake of ashes to stun all the pets. The turret is back there, still blasting Arsa as he got himself Shield of Vengeance. Hopes to use Shield of Vengeance next to Ballas, but I think that's going to be broken by itself. Just use immunity, surrounded by pets. The pets can do a lot of damage right now if Marsa doesn't do anything right now. Wait, is the Ballas playing a succubus? Wait, you're playing a succubus? What? As a demonology warlock, you're playing a succubus? He's playing like a shadow build. Wait a second. Could this guy do it with this shadow build as a warlock? Trying to go for the succubus seduce or is this Archie? It looks like he's gonna get him. Drinking out of Archie with the silence of the Ballas. He got himself a dark pack. Maybe he can go for a flesh cup. No more silence for a while. It's gonna be a fear with a wall. Looks like it's gonna be Archie trying to go for a greater fade with all his pets just absolutely barraging Ballas. I don't know if he got anything left. It looks like Archie doesn't have taken him out. So who won that one? Ballas actually blasted out his Demonology Warlock. And I think it was mostly G-Funk just taking these boys down, even though it looks like he only has 1 kill. I think it was, actually no, I think it was like the Rogue beat the Warrior, then, actually no, the Warrior beat the Rogue, then somebody on team, oh, the Hunter beat the Warrior, then G-Funk beat the Hunter. It was actually a little bit of a back and forth, wasn't it? But I like you guys trying different builds. This is interesting. I like it. Hell yeah. Let's get another one going, boys, yeah? Let's get another group up and running. This guy, do I have you added yet? Dalaran, hashtag 1340. If you add me on Real ID, I should be able to add you, unless I already added you. I can't swap to Horde, Orbos, lower floor. If you add me, Dalaran, oh, there we go. Now I gotcha. Now I gotcha. Yo, Mikey, I got 3. Let's go, boys. Let's get some boys in here. Yo, Skay, you got a group? Mikey, you got a group? Is Mikey Alliance or is Mikey Horde? Mikey is Horde, so we got another Horde group. I like it. We got another PTR in here saved. Got you added. Kreisbad is the dangerous warlock. That's true. He is pretty good. Are we gonna have Kreisbad in here, by the way? Where's Kreisbad? Where's our boy? Is he joining one of the groups? I miss him already. So Sentry got a group ready. Mikey got 3. And so we're gonna see if he's able to get boys in here. I don't have my stuff set up, so I guess I'm gonna be training dummy for that guy. How many duels are we at now? 25, 26, 27, 20, 30. 33? Yo, that's already at 33 PTR duels, dude. Nice. Yeah, I gotcha. Wait, is that guy actually dueling me or what? We are 2? So you got 2 over on the team Alliance, right? Yeah, Skay got an Alliance group if you guys want to join. Yo, what's up, Lazy? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one. Yeah, go for it. I don't know if the Rogue is dueling me or not. I think he tried to duel me, and then nothing happened of it. Yo, is this actually like Arhi or is this Arhi's friend? Dude, that's gotta be Arhi's friend, right? I kind of like your aggressive gameplay with Shadow Priest, man. Oh no, you didn't use the spirits, did you? All right, I got me a heal. Oh, oh, what the? Hold on, that bite hit me for 30k, bro. That bite hit me for 30k with 15k crits from Sickle of the Lion? You gotta be kidding me, dude. What is this bleed damage? What is going on? Oh, Chicago got 5. Let's go. Yo, Mikey got 5. Yo, is it Chicago or Mikey? Are they the same group? I'm not even sure. Let's go Sentry and let's go Mikey. Wow. I'm not sure if they got like different groups. Chicago, I'll have your group go next, yeah? 100%. I think maybe he's taking over for Anto. Likely, right? Is that what's going on? All right, we'll just get... Okay, next arena, I'm going to try to set it up so it's not on Maldraxxus Coliseum. I'll try next arena to be something else, boys, yeah? It's Arhi? Wait, isn't Arhi on his Shaman right now? Or is that Arhi just on the Shadow Priest? I'm like, Arhi, ти на Присте или той на Шамане сейчас? Я думал, ты на Шамане. Ты на Присте или кто друг? Trying to ask him in Russian. A duel anyone and beat him for real money? Yo, really? Real money? You can join our duels right now, Sid, and pretend like it's got real money. You're more than welcome to, by the way. Yeah, you wanna see how well you can do against all these boys, see how many boys you can go through. If you can beat them 1v5, then you can definitely beat them for real money. Do people actually do? I guess for gold, right? I guess people do that for gold. That я учись, what the hell? It is actually Arhi. Ты чё? На Priest играешь тоже? Ну хорошо, посмотрим. Gonna see how he's playing Priest. I'm interested, boys. Alright, let me put it on shuffle. I think we're not getting too much variety. Not getting shuffled. Switch. He goes. Is that what the name is? Is it actually his name? He goes. That's so cool. Holy moly, gonna be first up over as a fire mage on the team. We got ourselves G-Fuck. We got ourselves Marcy. We got ourselves Arhi. As we got ourselves Jesus. Looks like it's going to be an opener onto XD with a poly. On Team XD, we got ourselves Copy, we got Demon, we got ourselves Ferency, we got ourselves Lazy Purr. So we got ourselves the deadly Pharaohs. It's going to be XD dropping out BDB onto Holy Moly. I think it's an actual BDB, one he meant to use. Is trying to get some damage with Holy Moly. The mage so far took 0 damage from the burst out of the monk. And monk having to go for a touch of karma. Holy Moly with the ultra time just to make sure he can recoup all the health whenever he gets super low. Is going to get himself triple shields as he's about to ultra time. And XD trying to rotate into more defenses real quick. Ring of Frost. Does XD have a trinket? If he doesn't, then Holy Moly will have him here in a single setup. Radiant Spark. Oh, he's going to have a lot of damage from the... Oh, wait. This is done. There's no way. Holy moly, taking them out. Fire mages joining in for the PTR duels. I think that's the first time we've seen fire mages in a while. Now the question is Holy Moly using their tier set? Because they also removed the fact that the tier set no longer does damage to your health. So we'll see. Arki says he's playing his priest because the shaman is way too strong. Okay. Shaman Slishkan Silian. Not sure. Lazy Purr is going to be up next. Versus Holy Moly. Last time Holy Moly Lazy Purr fought, it was a Frost Mage versus a Feral Druid. And I wonder how much better he's going to fare as a Fire Mage. Full burst is up. Holy Moly actually could go for the Kyrian. Wait, he managed to heals. Oh no, he has my Kyrian. Should have went for a Sipping Cup as soon as he got all those bleeds on him. But it has to go for Ice Buck as well as Cauterize. There was so much damage out of Lazy. He literally just popped up Berserk and that's it. Holy Moly is just melting. Absolutely incredible amount of damage. Ultra time up for Holy Moly. Should be able to recover a little bit of health after battling Lazy Purr for a moment. And Lazy Purr is just continuing to shred at Holy Moly. And somebody else, it looks like another Feral left over, Frenzy Feral left over on Team 2. I don't know why. Maybe he's expecting for Lazy Purr to just be like, okay, this is going to be a 1v5. I'm out of here. Maybe that's what he's going for. Breath onto Holy Moly by Holy Moly. I think trying to see if he can land a breath onto Lazy Purr was unable to. And Holy's gonna have to do summon versus Lazy. Try to hit him with a Nova together with a Shimmer. And maybe trying to land a Ring of Frost on Lazy. Got that Skull Bash off really early. Kyrian, Radiant Spark is up for Holy Moly with Big Combustion. Is that going to be enough burst? Lazy Purr actually under a ton of pressure is going for a frenzy regen. Did get maybe a slow into Holy? Was there a slow into Holy? Potentially. Holy is just going to have to back up out of there with that combustion. Just take it all the way to the other side of the arena. Do they have a Sipping Cup from the Kyrian? Yes or no? That's going to be full burst. Big bleeds out of Lazy Purr. Holy Moly has ultra time for this bash. But as long as they use ultra time at the right time, as the bite came out, they were able to recover health. Breath into Lazy is going to freeze him in the Ring of Frost. But looks like playing it more defensively than anything. Needs to go for the reset, needs to go for some food, and Lazy Purr is going to be able to get that stealthy opener. There's just nothing you can do. No more Cauterize, no more Iceback, not getting that Nova, but it was so close to being able to get the Feral out of stealth. And Holy Moly got triple shield Lego rolling as I try to go for the Kyrian setup versus the Feral. The Kyrian setup could be a lot of damage, by the way. It's like, what, 25% extra damage what you do is just applied as arcane damage to the enemy target. Try to get a fireball in, but Lazy is just going to finish him off. Who's going to be up next? It looks like it's going to be a Marzipan. Who up next? Who is Marzi, by the way? Is this like... Who is Marzi on live servers? Or has Marzi never joined the duels before? I'm trying to remember if the name Marzi rings a bell to me. Thorns up for the Feral Druid, get hit with a Hodge. Is it going to be a full Night Fate burst out of Marzi? Trying to see if he can add Lazy Purr with a Night Fate burst? What the? Did I see that correctly or am I wrong on that one? I guess we'll see if he uses Soul Shape. Trying to catch up to the Feral. Looks like the Feral is going to land himself a reset. Berserk and all the cooldowns are up for the Feral. Could be potentially bubble out of Marzi. Or if he's not careful enough, just big burst out of Lazy Purr to take out the Paladin immediately. That was wings used really early by the Paladin. It looks like he picked up the eye to get the Feral, hopefully out of stealth, but couldn't quite do it. Gonna be a stun. Getting some bleeds. Big burst. Berserk. Is that gonna be at all? Gonna go for the bites without Berserk. Got a bop out of Marzi. Wait, Lazy Purr just got one of the biggest CDs out of Marzi. Is getting interrupted on Cyclone Stun. Unless Marzi has some burst right now, Lazy Purr I think has it in the bag. If you use the Berserk onto Marzi before he gets lets Forbearance fall off, before he can use Bubble, he could just one-shot him. But I think he might have waited so long. I think Forbearance is like a 30-second debuff. So he should have used it way earlier. But I think maybe he's trying to line up a Tiger's Fury together with Berserk. So I think he's just going to try to see if he can use the next Kyrian setup versus Marzi to maybe get the bubble out of him and then use Berserk. Or maybe he's just going to bite him down really hard. Marzi is not going to let the Pharaoh just continue doing all this damage all by himself. He is going to try to stay aggressive there, trying to rotate the blessings. Right now he has the Blessing of Winter, which does apply a little bit extra frost damage to Lazy Purr, which can be actually kind of okay. It also slows down Lazy Purr's auto attacks, which is actually going to affect Lazy Purr's how often he gets procs for clear casting, I believe. I believe clear casting procs from his autos. So technically the Frosty buff does work towards that. Marzi picking up the eyes while Shield Avengers rolling is going to be able to get the kitty out of stealth. Not going to be able to get a proper rank. Big wings. Actually, wait, Lazy Purr, is he going to be going down? Did Marzi end up turning around on him? He did. Oh my goodness. Well, now Copyfin and Demon Frost are the only last ones left in that team because the other Pharaoh left. And they have to find a way to just hold it out for the team too. Yo, Marzi with a random wing spark. Actually, was that a random wing spark or was it just wait until another set of wings? I honestly thought that duel was in the favor of the kitty, dude. I'm so bad. Billy, you're fine, my guy. Billy, you're okay, chat, man. You're fine. It is so good. It's just the random wings and the procs and the paladin damage still really scary. Gonna be a stun as Marzi having to go for a bubble out of it. Demon Frost trying to max out the Frost DK damage is gonna have to back up out of there. Just to get another Mortis Winter rolling to land the stun onto Marzi though. Is gonna walk up, letting the A-bomb limb get a bit of damage out. Marzi trying to smash out some damage into Demon Frost. I wonder if Paladins right now in PTR are running their tier set for PvP. I wonder. I think it's very possible, right? Now that they fixed it. So you get random Seraphims. I don't think Marzi is running it though. I'm not seeing random Seraphims. Although the random resets on Wake of Ashes, I imagine would be kind of okay actually. You know? Because random resets on Wake, that could be damage, but also could be healing. Looks like Marzi has the biggest burst possible. He has himself full Summer Blessing. And if he has the wings or any cooldowns with it, he could make some big damage happen. Demon Frost just trying to see if he can CC it as best as he can. Hand afraid of keeping the pally moving though. This is going to be a blind to reset him. Trinket out of Marzi as Demon Frost trying to get himself maybe a Remorseless Witcher. Could be a stun to Marzi. Has a Shield of Vengeance. Doesn't pop back to Demon Frost. Has IBF but does get super low. I think it's just going down anyway. Good sounds out of Marzi. Trying to CC him a little bit, but the Paladin has the judgments. He has enough abilities to fight. Keep on fighting that side even though he is silenced. Copyfin going to be up next. And they play Necrolord this time. Interesting. I've been seeing a lot more Necrolord and Handsome Shamans of PTR recently, primarily for PvE purposes. But even in PvP, I imagine it could be okay. Stun onto Copy as Marzi gets a full set of wings as a proc right now. He just baked up that auto attack proc of Vengeance Aura and is just gonna punish bursting right through the flesh cut to Copy. But is mostly looking to keep cutting Copy, keep him in veil a little bit. Static Totem down for Marzi to deal with. Stun onto the Paladin. And it looks like Copy's getting a bit of damage. Jelly Blaster flying through wood. Big lightning bolts to follow. He's just actually doing so much damage with those lightning bolts. Marzi having to go for a stun, more defensive though. Still have wings rolling. I think it's a proc for wings. How many procs for wings does he keep getting? It's still gotta be bugged, right? I think Vengeance Aura is still bugged, right? It just keeps getting wings constantly. What is this? I guess this finally kind of fixes the sustained damage of our Paladins, because they're usually like, oh man, Paladins are always all about burst and never but sustain. Not when you have wings up 24/7, am I right? Yeah, it has to be bugged. Is that or maybe Copyfin is just getting a lot of procs, a lot of iterations of the procs for Vengeance through Wind Fury? Maybe. I think it's just maybe too much. Wings are up again for Marzi. I can't tell if it's real wings anymore or not, dude. I just can't tell. But he does give him a lot of healing. It looks like real wings are not up until 40 seconds from now. And Copyfin, I think just trying to see if he can end it. No more bubble, no more buff for Marzi. Those cooldowns are coming back very soon though. Gonna be the static jump to keep Marzi in place. Gonna be another wings proc to keep himself topped off. But it's gonna be a stun by Copy. Trying to see if he can land some damage. Marzi landing a stun of his own. Again, no wings just yet. Could be getting procs with his Ghost was attacking him. Big LA Blast by Copy. But Marzi is still fine, still chilling. Trinkets out of that Sunder just to keep himself afloat. Copyfin doesn't really have any long-term or any long-duration CCs to really pin down Marzi. So I don't really know if Trinketing a Sunder would have... I guess you might as well Trinket Sunder because none of the CC are going to keep you like in place for long. Copy. You're just taking so much hitting. Just taking a beating right now. Ghost is on wall. Just trying to live this. Mars actually super low on health. Could be a bubble out of him. Does get a bubble up. That's going to be a full Blessing of Summer. Biggest damage available for Marcy. Copy should be really careful. Should be afraid for his health. Either needs to find a way to kill Marcy. Oh, does get slammed down though. Oh my goodness. Marcy just 1 million damn. As a Nightfade Paladin. If only we had the other Feral. If only the other Feral was still playing though, I think we would have had yet another competitor to maybe finally have somebody to get that Paladin down. But looks like Nightfade Paladin isn't looking too bad, boys. What do you guys think of that one? Let's get another group up and running. Yeah? Let's get Chicago in there. I saw that Chicago's group was ready. We'll see if we can get more boys in here. If you guys want to join the LFG groups, Chicago, Century, and all of them have groups available on Alliance or Horde if you're looking for people. Player versus player, premier group, custom PvP, find a group and it should be right there. You don't even have to search anything. Like, Mike is gonna have to get a couple more boys in there. If you guys want to start a group yourself, you can always do start a group and name a group 5V5 1V1 DUELS to get more boys in here. 5V5 Biz team, Enter, SP, Christy. Yo, you got a group? Yo, Century is ready. Does Chicago have a team? Chicago, do you have a 5-man? Or are you together with Anto? Are you guys together? Yeah, let's get Chicago in here. We can do it. How we doing? Sorry for being late. What's up, Leo? How you doing, my guy? Don't you worry about it, my man. I'm doing good. How about you? I just needed 2 more goes. I potted that one. Oh, you're good. You're fine. You're fine. Honestly. Chicago's 5. All right, let's get Chicago. Let's get Chicago in here. And we'll get Anto, XD, because Century did duel twice in a row. And we'll see if we get Scar with a group. Mike has a group. We'll do it like that. Okay, next arena. Somebody remind me to switch arena next game, okay? This is going to be another for Maldraxxus. I want to see if I can do other non-Maldraxxus Coliseum arenas next. Chrysbad, please join. I don't think Chrysbad is on PTR. I think he might be busy maybe doing stuff on live. Maybe doing some stuff IRL. Sorry, I'm keep moving the mic stand, by the way. I keep trying to get in a position where it's not constantly like moving on me. And hopefully it doesn't make too much of a sound, because that's probably not a good sound to listen to, is it? I try not to touch it too much. Hopefully, see if I can get your conduits up this time. Alrighty, I gotta save that one. And we're good to go, boys. I really do want to change up the arena. I love this place. But, like, I feel like we've been seeing it for way too much, right? I'm not gonna be the only one who's like, you know what? I kind of want a bit of variety here. You know what I mean? Let's get a little bit of a change in scenery. But I don't want to see you boys play them. SP? Wait, is that SP on the other team? Is that SP? Let's go, dude. Let's go, my man. Alrighty, boys. Switch. We got ourselves together. Team 2 together with Anto over on the Paladin. We got Dice Lowlands of Feral. With Frenzy Feral gonna be first up. We got, hey, it's me, SP. As a SP, as well as Vortex. On the team 1, we got ourselves Ballast, we got ourselves Chicago at Seamark in the back, we got ourselves Speedful, and Hunter is going to be first up, getting hunted by the Feral. Frenzy Feral open up with the Curian Burst. It's going to be that quick fade death as Hunter's playing marksmanship, throwing down the trinket. Hopefully, Frenzy walks into a huge bites out of Frenzy. Now, Hunter trying to get himself a bit of healing, could potentially be Turtle Shell, got quite a lot of damage back to Frenzy. It's going to be another freezing trap waiting for him, just blasted him out in the face while he's frozen. This is going to be another trap. Knockback trap trying to go for a scare. Kitty. As he does finally get himself a breather. There was such a deadly burst out of that Feral. Does have Hunter's mark on the cat. So Hunter should be able to maybe get himself a reset. Man, that was just such a big burst opener by the Feral. Actually insanely strong. As Frenzy Feral, again, trying to get more bleeds up and running towards Hunt. As Hunter does go for that reset with a feign death. Freezing trap on one side. There's going to be a charge trap on the other. I think just try to kite the Feral into the trap. Just again to give himself... Sorry, boys. I'm speaking too fast. I'm speaking too fast. And my own drool went down the wrong pipe. Ah, sorry about that one. Oh, that's not gonna feel good for a while. I thought it feels already a little rough. Damn. Alrighty. Sorry about that one, boys. Seriously. Sorry. Gonna be Feral Frenzy. Try to see if we can leap over to the pillar. As a scatter shot hits Feral Frenzy. Gonna be a Hunter popping off his tear set just to increase the damage of his rapid fire by going with the trick shots. Trying to land trick shots together with volley. And during volley, you have trick shots for him. 6 seconds, so you can go for double aim shot into rapid fire if you need to. Big death shock onto Feral Frenzy. As it goes in for Kyrian Burst, Freezing Trap stops him. Gonna be hopefully a fear onto Feral Frenzy, but he does land the Skull Bash Drop. Might have to power shift out of the cat form in order to make sure he doesn't get CC. Yo, Hunter is just trying to play as best as he can. He's just trying to fight for his own life right now. This Feral with the Kyrian Burst could just end him. That's gonna be a knockback. Actually, knock Feral Frenzy over to Hunter. Freezing Trap next to the Hunter, trying to stand still. That's going to be next to a Freezing Trap. Had himself the trinket, the new Cosmic Grenade trinket next to him as well, in case the boy got too close. And Feral Frenzy looking just to take it as easy as he can. No Hunter's mark by Hunter. Does go for a faint death. Still a stun opened up by Feral Frenzy. And still quite a bit of damage to Hunter. Needs to find a way to just deal with the Feral. Standing next to a Freezing Trap, there's going to be double tap ready to go with a big Death Shocker with a massive rapid fire. Is that going to be a lot of damage? What's going to be a Barsk on Feral Frenzy as he eats a Freezing Trap? No trick on him just yet. As Hunter is trying to find a way to deal with the full Berserk. Actually, no, not Berserk, but there's going to be Kyrian Bird. Scare Beast out of Hunter is going to get interrupted on it. And Feral Frenzy just not letting this Hunter go anywhere at all. This Hunter is under so much pressure. This Druid could just end this duel any moment. The Kyrian Feral. I feel like it's even scarier right now than Necrolord Kitty. Necro Kitty just bleeds you out. Kyrian just takes a huge bite out of you, and there's nowhere for you to go. Hunter's mark on the Feral as he's picking up the eye. Hunter should be able to get a proper opener onto Feral Frenzy. Is going to have to go for freezing traps and scatter shells just to make sure he's dealing with the best possible. Big death shock him. Maybe rapid fire to follow. Does not have rapid fire just yet, but that was a huge aim shot. That's above by I think 30% with their tier set. Binding shot onto Frenzy Feral. As he's looking for a complete reset, the Chakram does want in the Kevin Slime to go into slash spit over Frenzy Feral behind the pillar, trying to, I don't know if you try to get himself a reset, but the flare wouldn't let him. Knocked back by Hunter just to create some space between the two. Feral Frenzy leaping towards Hunter, hits him with a bash, full bursts up with Berserk and everything. Feign death by Hunter, removing all the bleeds, and that's gonna be Freezing Trap waiting for him, trying to go for a Scarab Beast. Instead, he's gonna have to wait. Gonna be a trick out. Feral Frenzy cannot go for the Scarab Beast just yet. Scatter shot into Feral Frenzy though. Got himself rapid fire. Just trying to do whatever damage he can. Scarab Beast is get interrupted on it. It's not gonna get interrupted. Maybe does he survive this? I think the bleeds are still on him. Does he have any heals? I think it might be overweight. Maybe he gets a reset. Maybe fake death. Gamma, anything. He's at low health. He actually has no health at all. It just bleeds out. Oh my goodness. That is so rough. That is tough to deal with. That is just so much damage for one Marksmanship Hunter to deal with. That is just incredible. This build is, even though it's cheesy AF, it really is. It is a lot of damage. He really did go for like a ton of damn. But not even like he's trying to reset either. He's really just trying to bleed the enemy out dry. The Hunter, dude, I love watching that struggle. I would have loved to see that man succeed, but I don't know if a Feral might be a class you can beat over in the 5v5s over in PTR. Chicago's going to try to see if they can maybe beat a Feral. Try to go for big zaps. Are they playing Venthyr or Necro? I want to say Venthyr. I want to say that Venthyr. Trying to get a couple Storm Strikes, couple Lava Lashes, bashed by the Feral with the Kyrian Bird. Trying to go for the big bite. It's going to be wall out of Chicago with massive bites to follow. Sunder with a stun. Feral Frenzy's out in the open. Does Chicago have any bursts to follow? Is playing Ascendance. Maybe waiting out for Barska to be off for the Feral as they continue to get back-to-back bites over to Chicago. Earth Elemental joining in to give Chicago a little bit more survivability. Quick roll by the Feral. Chicago might be able to reconnect. Has a Flame Shock roll into Feral Frenzy. Has to go for a full Frenzy regen. And Chicago does end up catching up back to him. Needs to find a way just to stay on top of him for his best possible. Big Venthyr burst onto Feral Frenzy. Does not have a bar skin. Has a pre-wall in case he needs it. Maybe that's what Chicago needs to land a stun onto Feral Frenzy. It looks like he's going to be a maim right before he can do it. Feral Frenzy is continuing to get himself lots of healing back to back. Only 8% dampening into this duel. As he's continuing to get finishers back to back. More bites, more rips, and actually reducing the cooldown of Berserk quite quickly with that tier set. Whenever he spends calm points into a finisher, whether he wants to go for big bites, big rips on the enemy, he does get cooldown reduction elements added towards his Berserk. Chicago's going to play like I think a full fire build, doesn't they? Trying to go for Flame Nova. I don't know if Flame Nova will work in PvP, but I like that at least give it a try. I think against the Hunter class it will work pretty well. Feral Frenzy dodging that stun. Going to be massive damage onto Chicago. Not even Berserk. I think it's just a big Kyrian, big bites, and a big bleeds. And he's still holding on to Berserk. That is just an incredible amount of damage. What's gonna be up next? It looks like it's gonna be Speedful. You gotta use a kitty to stop a kitty. Is it gonna be a Necrolord cat versus a Kyrian cat? You got the burstiest damage available versus some of the biggest dot pressure you've ever seen. It's gonna be Goliaths tackling and meeting each other over in the dueling arena. And I wonder which one of them is gonna end up being the feral that comes out on top. This is gonna be the top cat. I was gonna normally say top dog, but the top cat of the competition. I guess we'll have to wait and see and find out. Bleeding, dude, it is just so much bleed damage. It's actually incredible. It's actually kind of insane when you think about it. Just the amount of raw dam that comes out of these two. It's going to be open or buy for a frenzy onto Speedful. Does have Flesh Cut, but that thing is going to get broken through very quickly. Huge Kyrian burst together with Berserk. Looks like Flesh Cut's still holding on, even though it's a lot of bleeds. For a frenzy just going in back-to-back bites. Speedful having to pop off the wall and everything. For a frenzy just with a Barkskin and a Thorns. Speedful can't even really attack it to respond. Having a hard time building comp points as he just prickle himself with those Thorns. Does finally get a main versus Feral Frenzy. And Speedful's the one going for Berserk. Wait, is Speedful not playing tier set? Tell me Speedful's playing tier set. There's no way this Feral is not playing tier set, right? Speedful takes a lot of damage, though back-to-back bites for a frenzy. Just has him in ropes and just takes another bite out of him. Takes a huge chunk out of that guy. Ballas is going to play in the Demonology Shadow build, which I'm a huge fan of. Playing the Incubus/Succubus gameplay. I think it's from the is it from the Shadows PvP talent? It's a talent where if you're one of the Succubus as your pet, your Shadow damage, Shadow Flame damage is increased by like 15%, and your Shadow Bolts are really fast casting. Really fast cast Shadow Bolts. Opener by Feral Frenzy. Ballas with a trinket. Immediately Mortal Coil over at Feral Frenzy. As he's in the Kyrian burst coming out. Gonna be that Decimate Bolt set up really early. Trying to get some Shadow Bolts with a triple dog. With a stun. Buys the second Fel card with a tower to follow. Does he have the big burst here? Does he go maybe for Demon Bolts? Does he have any burst right here? Feral Frenzy is going for a lot of healing. Super low in health. Tower is actually absolutely blast him out. Ballas, I think, trying to see if he can get himself some Demon Bolts next. Needs to make sure he gets an interrupt for Feral Frenzy. Tower trying to get another cast off. The pets are still chasing after him. The demon doggers get another bite. If Ballas can get ladder side of the feral and send out some beefy demon bolts, he will have himself a great situation to be in. But it is going to be kind of caught low on health. Feral Frenzy catch himself a reset. Ballas needs to find a way to CC the feral. The Succubus cannot seduce a cat or a druid in cat form or in bear form, so there's no way for him to really stop this opener by Feral Frenzy. Especially if you got some burst behind it. Kyrian, full bites, big bleeds, Mortal Coil does send the feral in the other direction with a fear to lair it. As Ballas trying to get more pets in. Does he have the big Decimated Bolts? I don't think he has the Demon Bolts anymore. So he needs to get a Decimated Bolt. Gonna be Decimated Feral Frenzy. Is it half health? Does he have the instant cast? Needs some instance. Does he get it right now? Super low in health. Both of them are actually at no health whatsoever. Ballas just sends one more Demon Bolt in. Feral Frenzy going in for a massive Feral Frenzy reset. The Succubus is gonna be around the corner, slowing Feral Frenzy down, making him take more physical damage to Succubus. Triple Demon Doggers are charging in. Dark Pact is up to get himself a little more healing. Drain life in case Feral Frenzy tried to interrupt and bash by Feral Frenzy. Has Berserk coming up very soon. It's going to be Tiger's Fury. Ballas with the drain life. Going to be an interrupt. It's going to be a quick big bite by Feral Frenzy, taking him out. Quick interrupt by Seamark. Does Seamark take this feral down? This guy so far has just been absolutely rampaging through this arena. Just taking massive bites out of these big boys. This feral got an appetite. Is this last queue? Hell no, SP. We're going to be doing these for another hour or two, maybe. Definitely not last queue, my guy. Going to be a charge by Feral Frenzy. With the Skull Bat, Seamark trying to go with the Touch and Magi, with more missiles to follow. And Frenzy Feral looking for a bit of a reset. As Seamark charges in, going to be a blink together with the alter time in case he gets himself in a bad spot, in case Feral Frenzy wants to get aggressive, or in case he just needs to give himself a better positional. Trying to get Feral Frenzy low enough so he can get that Necrolord burst, and Necrolord executes off with that barrage. Regrowth is up, getting interrupted on it. Feral Frenzy ain't able to land a heal unless he goes into bear form. Gonna be slow from Seamark, trying to not let the feral be anywhere near him with shimmers, with novas. That's gonna be even more missiles getting set up versus Feral Frenzy. Wait, did Seamark switch out maybe to a Harmony Legendary? I don't think he did, right? Unless he's not a Necrolord? Unless he's Kyrian all of a sudden. Pharaoh Frenzy with that big Kyrian burst from Seavark. Berserk is available in case he wants to use it. Could be the biggest blitz ever. Seavark does go for Invis. 60% damage reduction. Try not to get interrupted by the Pharaoh. Looks like he does get a random interrupt. Gonna be the Ice Block as Berserk comes out. And Seavark just does not want to die to the tier set. Leap back in for Pharaoh Frenzy. See Seavark not really going anywhere. Seavark is playing Kyrian. Wait, Seavark actually did change up the gameplay. Wall for Pharaoh Frenzy. As Seavark got himself all the time. Needs to get himself just a bit more damage. Maybe a big barrage at the end of all that burst. Pharaoh Frenzy super low in health. So is Seavark. Both of them just get super low versus one another. Missiles, more missiles flying out of Seavark. As Pharaoh Frenzy is also low in health, but Seavark at no defenses left. Just completely spent, out of juice. Just running on fumes. Try to see if he might be able to have enough damage just to take down the Pharaoh. Does land the interrupts on Nature Cast. Trying not to get interrupted on Arcane. It's going to be massive risk for a second for Seavark. And I think he does only have Rune of Power, maybe a Temporal for that big bite. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Pharaoh as a Kyrian is looking kind of nuts. 1.5 million damn. Bro, Kyrian Pharaohs are looking insane in the next patch, bro. What is this? What is going on, man? That is just so much damage. When you bind yourself as a Kyrian, don't you do like 15% more damage? That is insane. Curious of that Pharaoh build. All I know is he's playing Kyrian. I don't know what legendary he's running, but I know he's playing Kyrian. Oh my god. Yo, Anto. That Pharaoh is nuts. Yo, Team Anto better get to play. Because that Pharaoh ended up playing a full time. Sentry is ready. We need a couple more boys in here. Chicago, Skay, do you have a group? Mike, you do have a group here. I want to try giving you guys a little bit more variety against one another. Frenzy ran through the squad. Jeez, yeah, he did. Anto is ready. Mikey is ready. We could get Mikey versus Sentry, right? Let's get Mikey versus Sentry. And we just gotta go with first come, first serve. Chicago, everybody's ready. Oh my god, we gotta mix the guys up a bit, huh? Let's do Mikey and Sentry. Sentry and Mikey Wow, because they didn't get to play for a bit. Was that just message me? Alex. Oh, Kieran Farrell's nice. Yeah, was that you as a Kieran Farrell? Was that you, Alex? Wait a second. Christina? My boy? How you doing? Hey. Also, I know your name is not Christina. It's like Chrisikna or whatever with a Q. But I call you Christina just because it's easier. If that's you, that's awesome. Should have predicted that team will win. Yeah, I think, you know what? Hey, look into this way, chat. You might be like, you know what? Man, Pharaoh just kind of killed the whole team. You know what? That just gives Blizzard more data to nerf Kieran Pharaohs in the future, right? We're just finding out what's broken and busted right now so that hopefully when this comes out live, nobody has to get bursted like that. Look at it that way. We're doing testing. We're helping Blizzard trying to balance this thing. You know what I mean? That's what we want. We want to see the broken builds out there, the most busted things. My RNG versus counters is insane every time. Yeah, Seavark, I gotta give you, yeah, I gotta agree with you on that one. Pharaoh is a pretty hard counter to mage. That's actually, like, unless you makes a mistake and you play perfectly like a god, and even then it's like a 50-50 chance you don't even win. It's actually kind of unfair when you think about it. It's crazy. Good Twitch. We got ourselves together, Team G-Funk. We got ourselves Mars going up first. Holy moly in the back. We got Archie as a shadow piece and Jesus on the DK. Oh, DK doesn't have to worry. We got us a Demon Frost on DK, Lazy Purr in the back. Skay gonna be up as an Elemental Shaman Necrolord. Interesting. We got Viper Gaming. We got ourselves Copyfin as well. I think we haven't seen an Elemental Shaman in Duels at all. If I am correct, their tier said 2Ps above the damage of Lava Birds by 20%, or Lava Burst, right? Meatballs by 20%, and also allows your meatballs to extend the duration of your, the 4-piece allows the meatballs to extend the duration of your elemental Fire Alley, which apparently now works. It didn't used to work before for Storm Elemental, but it worked for Fire Alley. And I think using Lava Burst outside whenever your elemental isn't up has a chance to reduce its cooldown by a lot, so you can get it up more often. I think gonna be the Fire Alley that we just talked about joining the fight. As Mars got wings rolling, Skay does not have a wall anymore. Trying to land heals in between, gonna get interrupted on the healing surge. Does get himself Lava Burst back up to running. At least he got some damage, but might need to go for a bit of healing. Gonna be a stun onto Mars as he's rotating into the Earth Elemental. And Skay trying to see if he can get Fire Elemental back. Actually, every time he Lava Burst, he has a chance to get Fire Alley back quicker. That actually might work out pretty well for him. Gonna be Earthshock stun onto Skate. Does not have anything for it. Full wings out for Marza, but playing a more defensive Skate does go for a trinket. Gonna be that interrupt on the flesh gun. Got himself maybe healing surges. Doesn't need to worry about interrupts for a while. Got himself movement with that ancestral. What is it? What's that talent? What's that ability? The one that lets you move while casting. It's been a bit since we've seen Unleash on play, boys. Let's be honest here. Spirit Walker's Grace, that's what it is. I don't know if the Grace is going to help you with Marza just absolutely hammering this boy away. Skate does get himself a little bit healing. Short stun by the Earth Elemental. Skate got himself an Earth Shield. Somehow this man is still alive. Got himself maybe big Lava Burst available. This is to give himself a huge proc potentially. Marza also kind of low-ish on health. Skate could just turn around massively out of nowhere. He does need himself a bit of a better setup. Maybe a knockback onto the Paladin just to give himself a bit of a breather. Needs himself a heal. Looks like he's going to be an interrupt, but Marza trying to get the rebuke. But as he's trying to go for a juke, they're just under constant pressure. Lazy Berlin and Skull Bash onto Marza. Trying to see if he can nuke him inside of a single Skull Bash. Almost took him out. A full Kyrian burst, but the Paladin was able to bubble at the end of the Skull Bash. Wasn't enough to just melt his health before his lockout on Holy expired. And Lazy Bird did commit a lot of cooldowns there. You better just get in there and just start going for back-to-back bites and bleeds on the Mars of them. Like, the earlier he gets in to spam those calm points, it's juicy bites. The faster he can berserk again. Lazy Bird is going to be, I think, just rotating, almost PvEing down Marza. Trinkets out of the Hodge as Marza does get him some wings. Is that real wings or is that just a proc and wings? I want to say proc. Likely bleeds. The bleeds can that's contribute towards the vengeance aura, right? I actually think it's real wings. I think it's real wings by Marza. I think he was using like proc wings versus the shaman, but I think it's a real wings versus the feral. So maybe it's a good idea they trick it for those. As Lazy Bird just continued to get calm points in versus Marza, trying to stay aggressive. But now that he trinketed it, like anytime Marza gets a big proc on wings, maybe with a really good Night Fate blessing, it could be really deadly for this feral. Does have a wall, so if he can pre-wall, he'll be in a great spot. If he's saving Bariskin for the biggest burst out there, he might be okay. As Marza does get another proc of wings, this is where Lazy Bird just trying to bail out of there. Just trying to use the laser shot of just, you know what, I'm just gonna walk away, let the wings fall off, come back again later. Blessing of protection out of Marza, activated a big defensive as he sees Lazy Bird go for that Kyrian burst. Immediate trigger from Marza while Blessing of protection is rolling. Lazy popping the bear form, just looking for the reset. Needs another go versus Marza and could do it with Berserk. Now that the Paladin got nothing, no bubble, no bop. Bubble coming back in 2 minutes though, so potentially could be getting that back sometime soon. Lazy Bird got himself full reset. Wants to keep the bleeds rolling, wants to get that Berserk back up off of CD. But maybe you could just do this with Kyrian, Tagus Fury, Feral Frenzy, all that layered together with big bites to follow. You know what I mean? A Lazy Bird looking for a full reset. As Marzi did pick up the eye, try to get him out. That's the best he can do right now is maybe get aggressive, push up with the Feral, hopefully keep him out of stealth. Otherwise the Feral's going to get that Rake stun opener and go into big Berserks. I think Lazy Bird, does he just wait for 10 seconds? I think he just wait for 10 seconds. I think I literally just wait. Marzi does have Shield of Vengeance coming back. Wings as well, so you could just pop off wings and try to heal himself through wings. That might be his only strategy right now. Unless he can just somehow live for a minute. If only Marza had blind, then maybe he could use blind to get a trick out of Lazy into a stun. Gonna be full burst out of the Feral. Big bites to follow. Bash. Marza doesn't even get an opportunity to even pop wings. Just didn't even give him a second chance. Rank into a full stun. Didn't give an opportunity at all. Oh my goodness, this is going to be up next. Arhi is up next as a Shadow Priest. Well, at least Lazy Bird just committed the full big nuke onto the Paladin, so now at least he has nothing really left. Going to be a stun to Lazy Bird. Arhi popping off the pets. Going to be the Siphon. Needs to make sure he gets that Necrolord pet up. Unless he's not Necrolord, there's no way you're like Mind Games kind of Shadow Priest, are you? He has to be playing that. Like, there's no way he's not Necrolord. I'm not seeing a Flesh Cuff, to be fair. I think that was an Necrolord thing. There it goes. I was gonna say, silence on a Lazy Bird. Does not have a stun follow. That's quite a lot of damage to Lazy though. Oh my god, these pets. Huh? And that's gonna be a mind bender around the corner. That Magus of the Dead could just kill Lazy Bird right there. He's better be very, very careful. Oh my god, that Magus is so strong. He could just die to the caster. Not even like the real Shadow Priest, just the pet. Huh? I knew those things were strong, but come on. And Lazy Bird looking for a bit of a reset as Arhi got himself flash capped. What the? What just happened? Where did his health go? Wait, did he have low health the whole time? What happened there? I'm actually not sure. Lazy Purr is gonna be bursting down onto Haruhi though. Wait, what happened to his health? Did you guys see that? Oh, you know what it was? He was running Megalomania. He was running Megalomania together with he basically had Surrender to Madness. That's what dropped him to 30% health. That's what it was. I thought he like Shadowboard Death something. No, it's just running Megal, which is actually quite a good CD for bursting for Shadow Priest. It does put you in like in a tight spot because you are going to do damage to yourself, and it could be just a bad turnaround afterwards. But it is quite a bit of burst. Stun onto Lazy Purr. If only Arhi could find a way just to keep Lazy over and line of sight, so the mages in the deck could do a lot of damage. Looks like he's going to try to line aside the mages as well as the pets, trying to go for his health healing as fast as possible, trying to regrowth himself. Quick roll onto the pets. Actually, not a bad idea to just CC the pets at that point. Siphon around the corner. Mind Bender is also trying to keep the pressure rolling as well. It looks like Arhi, as long as there's pillars, you gotta find a way to get Lazy Purr away from those pillars. You gotta get those pets out, stun him, and then kind of keep him in place as long as possible, as best as possible. That's gonna be challenging, especially with Lazy Purr getting back Berserk very, very soon. Like, this is gonna be over right now for Arhi, unless he's fast enough. Does not have Disperse, so that's actually could be a lot of damage. Trinkets out of it with a maim out of Lazy. Does Arhi have any answer for this? Disperse should be up very, very soon. Actually, trying to get a cast heal, but that's gonna be Lazy. I think Trinketing out to land a Skull Bash. Taking him out. Somebody gotta find a way to take this Feral down. It looks like Jesus is gonna try to see if he can get him a good old shot, as the Feral did just burn a lot of his offensives. This is where you gotta find a way to pressure him, get him away from any of the pillars, keep him out in the open, fight through and get Barskin out of him, get Wall out of him, and then find a way to finish off the cat. And I wonder if any of these guys like Holy Moly, G-Funk, and Jesus are there running their tier sets, because I think they might need it. Gonna be a big grip, big stun onto Lazy Purr, getting the grippy hand up in with the Army of the Dead, wall for Lazy Purr, trying to go for War Step, and it's gonna be really short versus Jesus as he's an orc. The Army of the Dead is gonna just claw over at Lazy Purr, and it's gonna do a bit of damage. It's gonna be a short stun by the pet from Jesus. And Lazy just looking to get himself a bit of recovery. He does have himself Tiger's Fury as well as Feral Frenzy. Maybe Kyrian Birds versus the Death Knight. Maybe he combine both of those together. Trying to build some calm points off of those pets. I don't think he's going to be able to get himself a reset. Maybe he can go for the Maim opener versus the Death Knight. I think just try to get some bleeds first. As Jesus trying to get some damage in. The conduits for Unholy Death Knight recently got buffed for PTR. So in PvP, it should give you a little bit more sustain. Maybe just a little stun onto Lazy Purr. Does have Thorns rolling. Does the Death Knight wants to fight into Thorns? Looks like he's gonna damage into Thorns a little bit. It's getting kind of low in health. That's a full runic bar. Potentially could go for a bunch of death strikes. So at least he can recover a little bit of health. Sacrificing the pet just to get a fresh one. We're at the 9 minutes of this duel into dampening. 27% dampener on this one. And Lazy Purr looking for a complete reset as Jesus slowly waddling over to him. Lazy Purr, I think, resetting Kindred Spirits on himself. Maybe, I think it does have like a cooldown, like an hour cooldown, doesn't it? And it does fall off. And without tier set, I wonder if tier sets are any good for you guys. Because some of these tier sets are really, really strong. I mean, more Fire Blast, more Phoenix Blast for Fire Mage, and longer duration might not be a bad idea. Especially if you can get them away from a pillar and they have nowhere to go. Because you just get a bunch of instant casts back to back. There's literally no way to stop you. Stun onto Lazy Purr, Trinkets out of it just to make sure the Army of the Dead doesn't claw him down. Not really walking away too far from Jesus, kind of walking by to make sure the bleeds are up. It's getting kind of low in health. Gonna be big here and bursts out of Lazy. Does not have Berserk for a bit. Big bites out of Jesus though, as he's trying to go for as much healing as possible. Lazy Purr with a quick War Step, but looks like the bleeds do send him over the edge. A G-Fuck runs out, maybe wants to make sure that Lazy does not get a reset if he wants to find a way to beat this Feral in the duel. Feral has Berserk coming back up, Feral Frenzy in 30 seconds, and Tiger's Fury. If G-Funk isn't fast enough on the draw, if he's not careful, this could be a lot of bursts out of Lazy Purr. Freezing Trap in front of him, walks into it. Not the worst, did not commit cooldowns into that Freezing Trap. And he's like, looking away like, oh, of course there's a Freezing Trap. You can literally see it in his eyes. Death Shark with a Lazy. Lots of damage getting taken. Maybe Harpoon out of G-Funk and into the stun. Lazy does not have a trigger for this. Looks like just sitting in bars. Can try to see if he will survive this. Got himself movement just to see if he can get behind the pillar. Still under a ton of pressure. Kevin Slam as well as the pet from the Hunter are barraging him with spits, with claws, with bites. And Lazy just can't really get away from him at all. Super low in health. Could be going down any moment. Needs to wait until the next Tiger's Fury as well as a stun on G-Funk. But then it's a Hunter who has immunities. So I don't know if he can really do much. Bash on G-Funk just to get himself maybe a bit of a break. Roar into the pet. Does he have a heal? He gets some frenzy regen. Maybe this will give him a little bit of survivability. We are getting into the 12-minute mark of the duel, boys. 39% dampener. A G-Funk is looking to approach Lazy, just kind of waddling over at him. Does this get towards him? Death Shotgun is going to make this a deadly situation. Wall for Lazy, hoping that'll be enough to survive this. Still, massive grenades get thrown out by G-Funk. Big blades out for Lazy. G-Funk actually not triggering out of this. Needs to go for Fade Death or something. That's going to be a Turtle Shell. Might need to go for a way to get the blades off him. Still bleeding out. Still in right spot. Going to be a stunner to Lazy. G-Funk still not enough. Lazy, I think, is going to be going down, though. There's no way, right? Wait, what? Wait, huh? G-Funk actually still under a ton of pressure. Battle Messenger get fell off. If he had a bleed tick still rolling on him, he would have been dead. That was actually such a clutch situation. Lazy somehow survives that engagement. Freezing Trap waiting on him on the left-hand side. And G-Funk is going to be able to dive into a camo for a moment, but the pet has a bleed on it, so there's only so much he can do. Lazy trying to walk a long distance around the freezing trap is going to meet it. Death Chakram is going to start hitting him. Back in the bear from Frenzy Regen. I am actually so surprised G-Funk couldn't end it right then and there. I'm actually impressed that Lazy lived that. I'm impressed that G-Funk lived that burst, because both of them just kind of unleashed the most at one another and just survived barely. Let's see who's going to end up winning this one at the end. G-Funk setting up a flare for Lazy. Lazy getting a lot of recovery. I think G-Funk wants to also go for a lot of recovery. He wants to recuperate as much health as he can. Wants to keep Lazy per out in the open. Needs to send up traps over in the side of the pillar. Big Kyrian burst. No berserk, but it's still going to be big back-to-back bites on G-Funk with a bash to follow. Wars up as well. Feign death by G-Funk for a second. Freezing trap waiting for Lazy. Has a chicken for it. G-Funk has no health whatsoever. Trying to disengage away into a pest stun. G-Funk has bleeds on him. Does he have enough damage to maybe burn right through Lazy? Trying to eat out grenades. Back-to-back nades. G-Funk actually could end Lazy right now, but he goes for medic, but it just said, should have just stayed aggressive. Oh no, the choices. Because it's like your health is so low, you know you have to reset, you know you have to do something, but if you just stayed aggressive, you could have just ended it right there. That is just such a clutch back and forth. Oh my god. Does get himself into camo. Clean camo. And Lazy Purr is going to be able to get his pet bled up as well as G-Funk bled up. Freezing Trap waiting for the Feral. Is he aware? If he just rushes his head in, he's just gonna get frozen. He knows. I think he realizes this is gonna happen. Nothing much he can really do about it. G-Funk, does he have a big go here? Flare on top of Lazy. No way to reset. And Lazy trying to see if he can charge in. Tiger's Fury is available. For Frenzy is up as well. G-Funk does go for Feign Death. Needs to remove the bleed as soon as possible. That's going to be Maim. Kyrian burst of the Lazy. Does not have Berserk yet. Going to be a chicken for G-Funk. Trying to get it interrupted by Lazy. Lazy with that Kyrian trying to go for a reset. G-Funk with that flash grab. Both of them are playing it so defensively. They're just trying to live one another. A medic bandages for G-Funk as he's trying to catch up on healing. Freezing Trap and Lazy Perk. Does he have burst? He doesn't have his coordinate assault yet. If he has grenades, if he has the procs, if he has Death Chakram, he could make summon work. Lazy by this point should have a trinket. Has wall coming up very, very soon. It's going to be bare form Frenzy Regen, but it's not nearly as much healing as it could anymore. At this point, it's just really, really scuffed healing. Too high of dampening together with a Mortal Strike from the pet. I mean, Lazy is under pressure. Farskin for these crows. Try to get a Moonfire on the pet. Maybe at least deny G-Funk a camo with a Moonfire. And Lazy Purr had no mana whatsoever. He's trying to get himself a sip pick up from the Kyrian friend. And looks like he does dive into camo. Flare. Oh, I am surprised that Flare didn't get you out of stealth. Freezing Trap. Does he know? If he charges in, it's right in front of G-Funk. Oh, camo. And does walk into that Freezing Trap. Lazy does a wall though. G-Funk caught up on health. Scared Beast out to Lazy. As he throws in Death Chakram. Grenades. Oh, that fear actually acted like a stun. As the grenades just exploded next to Lazy Purr's ear. Just didn't break him out of the fear at all. It's gonna be a quick full burst out of Lazy. Full Berserk. Does she fuck everything for it? Does he survive it? No. Lazy with that Berserk. Just unstoppable feral damage at that point. My goodness. And holy moly, charging out. Just mounted up and tried to blink it next to Lazy. Trying to see if he can get the burst in immediately. He needs to find a way to stop this feral as soon as possible. The faster you stop the feral, the faster Demon Frost and Copyfin can play the game. Holy moly's ass on left. Looks like the feral is going to be able to catch himself a reset. There's a Hunter's Mark on him. Not like the mage can really see the Hunter's Mark. Yo, these pharaohs are spooky, man. This is why I feel like if you get feral in the back foot, this way you just got to commit. I know they're really, really scary. But man, G-Funk had a couple opportunities where if he just stayed a little... there's no way he would know, right? There's just no way G-Funk would know. But there were a couple opportunities where he just stayed a bit more aggressive. It could have been over. Holy moly, does see Lazy. Is going to try to see if he can over him. Quick roll, but Lazy, as he's looking for a reset. I think he's just going to go for the Curing Burst with Holy moly at this point. I think Holy moly needs to maybe get Lazy as far away from pillars as possible. It looks like it's kind of what they're trying to do, trying to walk towards the eye. Big bite opener by Lazy, triggered by Holy moly. Let's go for the Pan-Racial into a sipping up from the Kyrian. Just to get himself a bit of CC. Ring of Frost onto Lazy. He has a trigger for it. Gonna be Kyrian sparred by Holy moly. He's trying to go for big combustion. Trying to shimmer over to Lazy, but it's gonna be a bit of healing behind the pillar where combustion can actually even use a root. I didn't realize Lazy Per saved up a instant cast just to be able to root Holy moly. I was gonna say for a second, like, why does it stand still? But actually just root, it can't go anywhere. Eyes getting picked up by Holy moly. Does he? Oh yeah, he does. Okay, it only takes a second to pick up the eyes. We're just trying to see if he can maybe find the Pharaoh. Does catch him with the Fire Blast. Has the images to protect him from the next few attacks from Lazy Per. 20% damage reduction for a handful of attacks. They're trying to get a Frostbolt onto Lazy. Maybe keep him out in the open. And it looks like Lazy is going to be able to catch himself a reset. Berserk available in 40 seconds. Holy moly, needs to get himself combustion or something rolling as soon as possible. I don't even know how he's going to end up fighting Lazy Per. He needs to let Lazy Per open way far away from pillars. Find a way to lock him down. He doesn't have a trinket anymore, so maybe a Breath, Ring of Frost will just keep him in place. And then just go for the biggest burst possible. Holy moly is going to have to take the punishment right now. Maybe go for an Ice Block. And it's going to spell steal the buff from Lazy. He's actually stole his Kyrian buff. It looks like it's going to be Ice Block as the cell dips really low. Does not burn a combustion just yet. But at this high dampening, 18 minutes into the duel, he's not really getting a lot of healing. Lazy is going to be able to get Berserk back up. Together with, actually, now that Holy moly, unless he has a Sippy Cup and a way to break out of that stun and remove the bleeds immediately, it could be really deadly. Going to be full burst. Holy moly, does he have an answer for it? He needs to go for a Sippy Cup immediately. Does he get the Sippy Cup from Kyrian? I think it's over. Yeah, unless you have a Sippy Cup without bleeds. I think it's done. That's rough. 5 kills for Lazy Per. Dude, Pharaohs are disgustingly good. We might have to omit any more Pharaohs into these groups, boys. Or maybe have Pharaohs fight each other, so then they both end up nuking each other with bleeds, and then the rest of the boys can play. Dude, Pharaohs are disgustingly good. I gotta try next duel, whatever groups we queue, we'll try to do a different arena. What do we got? Anto, Chicago, Seaworks part of the group, Alex part of the group. Anto, Chicago, Sentry, Mikey, Escavo is part of the Mikey's group, I think now. So put him over here. Put him over here. Put him over here. Chicago got 5. I think maybe we'll do Sentry and Chicago then. If they're both ready, we can get them both versus one another. Pharaohs are literally, Pharaohs should literally go last. They're never fair. And new patches, yeah, their tier set is so good, maybe a little too good. I think the tier set was originally designed, I guess everybody was going to get some kind of a single target damage increase from the tier set, but their tier set does so well in AoE. I actually love it for Mythic Pluses, but in PvP, that thing is kind of nutty. Wait, Alex got a group now? What the? This is taken over. Is maybe a separate group completely? Potentially? They were trying to set up for maybe Kyrian Burst. I gotta heal. Radiant Spark, Arcane Missiles. Oh, wow, that's a huge bit of burst. Didn't even barrage me either. Bro, that's so much damage, Seamark. So that's what you're trying to do this whole time. At 40k barrage? Yo, that's huge. That's massive. Alright, I guess we'll do Chicago versus Sentry. We'll do Chicago versus Sentry, and then we'll get Alex in here. We'll do it like that, just to get some variety in here. Chicago 5. Let's do Nagrand 1. Hopefully we can queue for Nagrand. Nagrand Arena. I think. Oh, we got Nagrand. Awesome. Let's get some variety arena, boys. The new arena is awesome. We'll just do a bit of variety arenas. We're ready with the answer, Christina. We're all here. All right, SP, I'll get you in next, yeah? Which one is so far up? What's up? Hey, I know my man. Yo, Pharaohs are nuts, dude. In duels, Pharaohs are actually just disgustingly good. Absolutely disgustingly good. Like, ridiculous. And actually, Paladins to some extent, right? Because they're the Paladin, what is it? The Marzi. He did play as a Pala. He did really, really well. What's up, King? See what just moved for 62k barrage? That's huge! Did you do a 5v5 with the Temple of Kutmogu map? Temple of Kutmogu? Like the BG, yo, Briar, that would be interesting though. No line of sight, there's a plain open space. I think it's gonna screw over some classes though. Like arenas and many classes of PvP are designed with line of sight in mind. As much as it can be boring sometimes just watching people run around circles around line of sight, some classes are designed like that though. Switch. We got ourselves together Team G-Funked. On that team, we got ourselves Mars are going to be first up. Holy Moly in the back with Ark as well as Jesus on the death. We got ourselves Ballers going to be first up as a caster tried to summon Vile Fiend. On the team, we got Chicago Zug, we got Seamark, we got ourselves Hunter, we got ourselves Speedful. Join these duels and Ballers. This is going to be the first one out for the night. Or first one up for this duel. Try to see if he can might be able to beat Marza. As Marzi charging out. Oh, I love your Mog. Gonna be full wings roaring with the Night Fae Blessing. Should be able to ramp up quite a lot of damage. Ball is trying to go for a cast of fear onto Marza. It's gonna get interrupted. Dark Pack getting used. Now it's gonna be poured behind the pillar. I don't know if his Fleshcraft already got burned through him or just never set one up to begin with. But Marza tried to use Soul Shape in order to get around the corner to catch up to Ballas. Does hit him with a Mortal Coil with the fear running in the other direction. As he's trying to set up a Decimating Bolt. Should be able to burn through a Shield of Vengeance, and Demon Bolts are flying. No, this time I think he changed up the gameplay a bit. I think he's playing a normal Felguard build, so he's no longer playing like a Shadow build. He's just playing a normal Felguard build. Stun onto Marza, does a bit of better CC together with the Felguard. As Bala is just trying to get even more pets up and running, even more Demon Dogs up and running. Is he playing tier set? I'm trying to see how many Demon Dogs he's got. The Demon Dogs, I think, kind of fused together into one mob. I'm trying to see if he's got like 3 of them or whatnot. It's really difficult to tell. Hodge the Ballers as it's going to be stunned on all the pets. As Mars is trying to get some damage out onto the Warlock. Going to be the wall for the lock. Trying to get some Demon Doggers in there. I think he was playing triple Demon Doggers build. I saw 3 little purple portals. Going to be a Mortal Coil, putting the Paladin in the corner with the Nitrate Paladin going for the fastest cast of fear onto the Tyrant. Summon to Mars, might have to bubble it as Ballers just got so much damage for him. The Tyrant is returning. Should be able to maybe get a couple casts if that bubble falls off. Marza trying to land inside the Tyrant whenever he can. It looks like Tyrant is going to be disappearing. Marza just tried to build up a little bit extra damage, a little bit extra holy power to maybe take a lot of momentum into Ballas. Has a Shield of Vengeance backup already. I guess it is kind of short CD. It's only, what, 2 minutes? Yeah, 2 minutes have already passed, so I guess it makes sense. As Marza just continuing to get Wake of Ash. Is he playing Wake of Ash procs? He might be playing. I don't think he's playing tier set because I'm not seeing any Seraphims ever. But he's getting those Wake of Ashes onto those pets, stunning him and actually putting suppression to the pets. Mortal Coil with the fear onto the Pala. As he's getting sent in the other direction. Decimating Bolt, maybe with big Demon Bolts to follow. Demon Doggers do charge in. They are if Ballas is playing the right build. Actually, no, he's not. He's playing Vilefin build. Not that he's playing the wrong build or anything. But he's not playing a build where from the shadows where the Demon Doggers pets, when they bite, they put a debuff on the enemy where they take more Shadow Flame damage. And Demon Bolt is all Shadow Flame. So you go with a Decimating Bolt, amp up your Demon Bolts, 10 on Demon Doggers, the debuff the target, they take more Shadow Flame damage. It is just brutal. But the Demon Doggers by themselves with Vilefin and the Felguard are all doing a lot of work. Marza only has a Blessing of Protection against these pets. Quite a lot of pets from Ballas are melee though, so Blessing of Protection is going to help him quite a bit. Looks like the Felguard getting absolute chunked out, and Marza is having to get hit with a fear for Ballas to be able to summon a fresh new Felguard charging out versus Ballas. Ball and Pony. Wings roaring, so Ballas is going to get himself a Tyrant. That Tyrant is going to be huge in case Marza goes for a Blessing of Protection. James and big Demon Bolt as he tried to get a fear onto that pin. It was such a good fear, probably the fastest cast in the West, but not enough. As Ballas just was like, you know what? I know you're going to fear my Tyrant, so I'm just going to summon him and get a Decimated Bolt with a couple of Demon Bolts in. He did it, boys. Oh my goodness. The Paladins do go down by the looks of things. Holy Moly is going to be up next, having some Demon Dogs going to send at him. Dustblade, the triple shield Lego. You got that fire shield together with a Frosty, overlapping one another, and with a prismatic barrier on top of it. Mix of purple, orange, and bluish. Ballas is going to have a caster of a duel with this guy. Trying to pull the pet back is going to get Vilefin as well as other pets. Just sending him out on Holy Moly, letting the pets do damage from a distance. As Ballas pokes out to get a stun, Decimated Bolt, Demon Bolts behind the pillar. Just kind of poke it out to punish Holy Moly whenever he can, porting just to make sure there's line inside of Holy Moly. And just trying to go for a polymorph, also trying to make sure he doesn't get interrupted. Triple shields a backup just to keep himself alive, maybe landing a poly. Ballas does play reflect, so maybe could reflect some burst. Potentially might want to go reflect here. Holy moly, just blasting himself with combustions, trying to see if he can remove the reflect. Looks like he was able to get rid of it, but it's still so low health. Gonna be a mortar call with Demon Doggers. Holy moly, might have to ice block it. It's gonna be ice block with Cauterize. Super unfortunate that it happened, but at least the ice block is actually providing some healing, because only now, in just a couple of seconds, we are finally diving into that dampener, boys. Holy moly, looking for that reset behind the pillar. Blasting out the pet with a couple of fire blast fireballs. And Ballas is just gonna kind of poke out close enough just to get the Vile Fin in there, trying to stay close so you can keep his Felguard healed up and topped off. And holy moly, just gotta get him some fireballs. Maybe try to go for fireballs to get combustion back quicker. I'm not sure what PvP challenge is playing, but it's gonna be a blink away from Ballas. I just tried to think to send him. I guess it was a Demon Bolt in there, right? I think he was trying to see if he could maybe watch Holy Moly kind of poking along sight. Some Demon Dogs behind the pillar. Just wants to make sure that Holy Moly always has some pets behind the pillar. Holy Moly not pushing in to stop Ballas from re-summoning a freshly Felguard. Instead, just getting more fireballs into the one he has right there. Demon Dog is getting CC'd. Mortal Call interfere onto Holy Moly. I don't know if he has a trinket, but that's going to be Tyrant joining the fight. Does Ballas have the biggest burst available? Does he have a Decimate Bolt to follow? It's going to be a lot of pets chasing after Holy Moly. Even the Tyrant, I think he might have interrupted. No, did not interrupt the Tyrant. I think Holy Moly just had to land aside. The Tyrant finally getting close to him. Maybe we'll get a couple of casts off. Holy Moly trying to walk away from the Tyrant. It's going to be a bunch of pets getting frozen up. Ballas trying to maybe land a stun around the corner. Doesn't quite get it. Going to be a stun on some of those images. Holy Moly got pets of his own. And Ballas is going to continue summoning in more pets with Holy Moly, sending out those Decimate Bolts, Demon Bolts. Does not have the Decimate Bolt amping him up just yet. Holy Moly has combustion back up and ready to go though. Stun around the corner, Ballas pushing in, getting some Demon Doggers in, Mortical into Holy Moly, Decimate Bolt as Holy Moly's kind of low on health, could be really bad for Holy Moly, does go for the breath. It looks like he's going for the reset. Ballas is going to have a lot of damage. Holy Moly with the polymorph. Does landed. The best could just send Holy Moly right there. Wait, the Felguard is just trying to do his best to blast those shields. It's gonna be Radiant Spark with the reflect. Holy Moly better be careful trying to see if he can spell steal the reflect, but the pets are still doing work. Is gonna turn the attention of combustion to melt through the Felguard as fast as possible, just blasting him out to smithereens. But the Felguard might just kill him. Oh no, all the time, just trying to end that thing as fast as he can. The Felguard could have just ended it though. There it goes. Ballas have to summon a new one. Holy Moly, no health whatsoever. Ballas just needs a little bit more pressure to Holy Moly. No Ice Block, no Cauterize, Demon Doggers. That just might be enough, actually, unless he gets another shield. Nova. Holy Moly is not just trying to fight for his life. At this point, you're not even just trying to get combustion back or anything. You're just trying to fight and do what you can. That's all you can do right now. As Ballas got himself Dark back, Flash God. He's actually fully healthy. Freeze and Freeze coming out for Holy Moly. Dude, Holy Moly, this guy actually literally this guy's actually still alive. I can't believe it. 7 minutes into this duel, 60% dampening, recovering health little by little. Look at this guy go. He's actually getting a little bit of healing as the shields do get depleted. Tyrant joining in. Ballas is just gonna get those pets rolling. Tyrant charging out to Holy Moly, trying to get the line of sight. Is probably gonna have to get an interrupt on a Tyrant, right? It's going to be sipping up from the Kyrian friend. Going for that Panda Racial just to interrupt that Tyrant. Going to be a polymorph onto Ballas. Does not have reflect. Somehow still alive. And Ballas just needs a few more pets. Just a bit more damage. And Holy Moly, I think he's trying to see if he might be able to get himself somehow 30 seconds. If you just can wait 30 seconds, he might be able to get an Ice Block. All the time. Combustion up very, very soon. All the time is going to give him back a little bit of health. Not a lot. Oh. I was rooting for him too, man. I was rooting for him too. G-Funk is going to be up next. Big Harpoon with a Death Tracker towards Ballas. It is going to actually Death Tracker bounce towards one of the pets. It's a double exposure for Ballas. Does go for a massive port to just to bail away from G-Funk completely. Hits him with the Mortal Coil as G-Funk rounds the bend. Decimated Bolt. G-Funk does go for a feign death. Ballas still has those empowered Demon Bolts either way. Trying to blast him out of G-Funk's face. Stunned right after. Trigger for G-Funk with a second stun to follow. Double stun onto him. It's going to be G-Funk with a Turtle Shell. Manic Bench actually playing a super defensive. Big defensive just got used. As Ballas with a Flesh Cap trying to bait G-Funk out of the Turtle Shell. It's like, come on, I got a Flesh Cap just chilling right here. You can come out of the turtle. You can come out of your shell, young friend, and get me a big old muzzle interrupt. And G-Funk is going to have to bust out of that shell because he's going to have to do everything to fight this. What is that camo? Almost got away with it too. What the? He just camoed right in front of those pets as he got Demon Dog a bit on. And that's going to be Tyrant joining the fight. G-Funk might be under a ton of pressure. Tyrant going to cast off. It's going to get him so low. The Pets have done so much work. Fade down. Wait, send the Pets back in. Balance. Send the Pets. Yeah, there you go. Send the Pets back in. Tyrant. Nope. Tyrant, turn around. Stop hitting that Kevin Slime. What now? Demon Dog is being by G-Funk. Does go down. Ballas. Just absolutely dismantling, boys. Decimating him out of this arena. With Arhi charging out quick fear onto Ballas. Could go. Big stun on that border up to Trinkets, but he's still interrupted. More to call. He just got into CC. There's nothing he can do about it. Decimate multifollow. Does land a stun in between. Gonna be that Pets of his own. Gonna be Pet class versus Pet class. Balls might just have to go for a wall here to get all this cast off. Maybe Reflect versus the burst out of Arhi. Is gonna go for a wall to try to see if he can survive this. Hand Gold Donis is trying to get some Pets. Balls have no health whatsoever. Needs a Reflect or something. Decimate Bolt getting set up versus Arhi. No Reflect. Nope. And Arhi does end up taking him out. Charged out, barraged him with a PI. Got his own Pets rolling too. His Pets are a little bit strong, just a little bit stronger. Without the Tyrant, Arhi can get a really powerful Mage's Scatter onto Arhi with a Trinket to explode onto Arhi with a full burst and Tear Set burst. Oh my god, Hunter with a barrage of just rapid fire. What is that? Just so strong. He used volley in order to activate trick shots, so that his rapid fire does 30% more damage thanks to the tier set. I think he might be just using 2 pieces of his tier set too. Flash cut down for Arhi, trying to get a Void Eruption versus Hunter. Hits him with a stun, gonna be feigning death for Hunter for a second, as he's just gonna try to see if he can dodge the Pets, at least dodging the Siphon. And is gonna be able to fork that Siphon for a little. Try to use the big boom cannon, dude. Literally a cannonball on a stick. That is the funniest looking. It's literally a cannonball on a stick. Bro, this gun looks so good. Arhi getting hit with a scatter shot. Is that going to be a Trinket? No, it's going to be a Chakram. Maybe with rapid fire. Does not get the rapid fire as the Shaman. As the Shadow Priest dips behind the pillar. The reason I said Shaman is because Arhi is normally Shaman, but he's trying out something different, dude. He's trying Shadow Priest. So to an interrupt, he's trying to get himself a heal. Gonna be a small shield for Arhi. Does activate Megalomania. Stun into Hunter. Should have himself ability to move while casting all these spells. Looks like exactly what he's gonna be doing. Silence on the Hunter as he goes for Feign Death, removing all those dots from Arhi. Scatter. Does he have the Pet damage? Does he have the Trinket damage? Gonna be the rapid fire. Massive damage to Arhi. Does he go for a defensive? He has nothing real left. Trying to give himself a heal. Does get quite a bit big heals though. Trap waiting for him on around the side of the other side of the corner. Hunter going for survival the fittest for damage reduction as he's charging at Arhi, just poking out for a second. Again, traps around the corner. Arhi just immunes him completely. Siphon gonna do some damage, percentage damage to Hunter. He better be careful. He does activate trick shots, but couldn't quite do anything with the trick shots. Trick shots activated from volley would give him at least 30% more damage to aim shots and rapid fires. But it does take a global, so it's like it takes a bit of a setup. He doesn't even necessarily need to get those arrows from volley to rain on Arhi. He just needs to get him out anywhere just so he can activate trick shots for 7 seconds or 6 seconds. It just gives you like amplification trick shots, so aim shots and rapid fire, which normally trick shots just gives you cleave on your rapid fire and aim shots, but with the tier set, abilities empowered by trick shots also do 30% more damage. And whenever you spend enough focus, you gain trick shots and charge of trick shots. So that kind of like the freebie AoE with a bit of single target potential for Marksman Hunter tier set. Big rapid fire into Arhi. Actually, in such a deadly situation, had to go for a greater fade into a short flash cut, trying not to get interrupted. Hunter still has a kick in case he needs it. Fear onto Arhi as he lands a trap onto the shaman, onto the Shadow Priest. Quick feign death, but does put himself in a horror as he's dotted up fully. Arhi goes in for full Void Eruption. The Spets are going to do a lot of damage. Needs to interrupt the Spets if he can. Rapid fire onto Arhi again. Hunter having to go for a turtle. Still dotted up. Still lots of pressure from these Pets. Could be in trouble. As Arhi still has PI on him. That PI, I think, enhances the Pets as well, right? Because whenever he gets PI, the Pets also get haste increases too. Not that they get PI, but I think they amp up with its own haste. I believe, right? Pretty sure. Has to be. That's how most Pet classes work. Gonna be a execute attempt by Arhi, but does do a bit of damage to himself. Gonna be some Shadowlands. Hunter activating himself. Huge volley. Potentially big death chakra. Rapid fire around the corner. Arhi. Oh, blasted him out with a line of sight. That's exactly what this man was trying to do. There it is, boys. That's the burst that Hunter can do. But the death and decay on the ground from Jesus DK. I mean, he's just gonna end up stepping into that puddle. Trinket on the oh, not Trinket. That's something else. What is that? Is that like an offhand weapon? Next to Jesus, what is that? That's a little ball thing. That is an offhand from I think is the Warlock. from Bala. And Hunter continuing to chug along, man. He's trying not to die. He doesn't have camo for a while. Does get a feint death, so he does get himself a bit of a reset. I love this man trying out marksman though, dude. I love this. Yo, marksman still has it hard in PvP, don't they? I think they need a heal, man. Like Manic Bandage. Maybe Manic Bandage will make him way too good, but that was well done. Into a stun onto Hunter. Does have a double tap ready to go. I think maybe a volley. Hunter is going to take a lot of damage here. Does get a freezing trap onto Jesus. That's going to be Army of the Dead joining after him. Does throw a trinket next to Jesus. I don't think he's going to get hit by it. Feint death by Hunter for a second. Does he get a camo? Looks like he at least gets a binding shot on all those pets. He's still just in a tight spot. Does get a camo to walk away. What the? He does get a camo. Oh man, he just needs another one of those rapid fire double tap around the line of sight, around the pillar versus Jesus, just like he did with Archie. And he might be able to make summon work out of this. Jesus looking for that line of sight behind the pillar, waiting for Hunter. Looks like the Hunter is at least going to be able to get a recovery unless Jesus goes to pick up the eye. And he might want to get aggressive. He doesn't know where Hunter is. He's kind of just guessing. He's going to drop down random death at decay, thinking he's behind that pillar. But Hunter is playing it fully defensive. I think this is where Jesus, I think he's just waiting for the Hunter. He thinks he's stalking you. He's about to attack you. He's about to burst you. But he should be maybe proactive with that eye. This is the mind games of PvP, man. You don't know what the other person is doing. And you can see where Jesus' head is at. Going to be a volley down where Jesus is. He sees where Hunter is at. Wants to go for that double tap. Needs to make sure there's no stun to stop his double tap rapid fire. Also, he actually lost out on that trick shot buff. It looks like that's what Jesus. Look at that Jesus, dude. Look at this guy go. He's actually just trying to avoid Hunter as best he can, letting the pets do all the work. If Hunter can get a multi-shot on Jesus and his pets, he would get trick shots. I wonder if that might be a play in the future. But look, he just avoided that burst completely, just letting the pets do work. I think he's just gonna try to do what Hunter does, just kind of kill him with line of sight. That's exactly what he's trying to do. Letting the pets in there, because Hunter can't really recover. He's going to get a couple of aim shots, maybe a flesh cut. The pets can't really interrupt that flesh cut. It is not a big shield though, not a big craft. 71% dampening, making it pretty wimpy looking. Does drop down or volley, but this is where Jesus is going to back up behind the pillar. Not going to run into it. Maybe Hunter could just DPS the pet. Looks like Jesus is going to be replacing the pets out. Maybe sacrifice the main pet for the new one. Gonna be the death shock him. Gonna burn through a flash of Jesus as well. Body shot around the corner. Setting in the pet. The pet is gonna get rooted though. Hunter trinkets out. Freeze trap onto Jesus. Does trinket out of it. Gonna be, if he can keep him in there next to the trinket, could be pretty big. Hunter trying to go for big rapid fire. That's gonna be a lot of damage. Jesus does get himself a little bit of health recovery, I think, with the battle master trinket. So he does get himself barred health. Hunter just needs a couple more of those rapid fires around the corner, and he might be able to do this. Jesus going for the death bag, but honestly doesn't gain a lot of health out of it. Mostly just getting a lot of necrotics. Look at the health he got. It's very, very little. I feel like his health barely moved an inch. Barely. Hunter in that camo. If Jesus is not careful, this could be really bad for him. If only Hunter was Kyrian, by the way. He would not have to deal with line of sight at all. Death shot coming into Jesus. Scatter shot to follow. Make sure there's no stun. Gonna be huge explosion. Jesus has no health at all. Wait, this should take him out. Hunter might be low in health. Harder than a Jordan. No, there's no way, bro. This Hunter. Bro, no way. Balls with the 3 kills. Hunter finishing off for his team. Let's go, boys. Oh my God, this guy, dude. Our marksman Hunter's back. Yo, this is where I gotta do like a chat. How shameless would it be of me to do like a title? Our marksman Hunter's back at patch 9.2 PTR. All capital letters, exclamation point, question mark, exclamation point, question mark. That'd be a little much, wouldn't it? But that was awesome. I had so much fun watching that duel. I enjoyed that. Good game by the both of you. Let's get another one going, boys. Yeah, that was so fun. Hey, that was awesome. Alex is ready. Sentry is ready. Did Chicago play? Did Anta play just now? I don't even know who played just now, to be honest. I know that Archie just played. His team just played. Alex is ready. So Mikey, Alex, Chicago. I think Chicago and Alex played each other before. Chicago ready? See what does he have team? Can you get us against Chicago? Yeah, I think I could do that. Yeah, let's do Chicago and Alex. This is Chicago and Alex. I think Alex got a separate team now. I know you want to go. Yo, we'll get you in one more century. Архи, твои команды после этого дуэли. Хорошо? Твою команду еще будем. Alex, SP, enter one team. Okay. So we'll do Alex, Chicago 5. Let's do Dalaran sewers for this next one. Yeah. Let's do Dalaran sewers for the next one. I want to mix it up a little bit, not do the same Maldraxxus Coliseum. It's an awesome arena. I just think we want that bit of variety. Do you want to ping on survival is unplayable? Oh, it is for sure. Yeah, King. I agree with you on that one. Yeah, as a melee. As a caster, I feel like high ping, you might be able to get some play out of it. Wait. Did I just queue... Did I just queue Chicago again? Or is the ball just joined Chicago's team? Wait, I think I just queued the same team again. Oh, I guess you can't... okay. I thought Chicago was a different team. I didn't realize I did Central with Chicago just now. But actually, we only have like 3 teams anyway, so... I guess it's not the worst. I was just trying to get a variety. I thought, honestly, Chicago did not play yet. But then again, only one team, Ballas and Hunter, were the only ones that played. So I guess maybe that's why I forgot. So I guess it's fine. Just letting Chicago, Seabrick, and Speedful get another chance because they never really get to play. We do want to get Sentry back in there again. Definitely going to get him afterwards. Boys, that was an awesome game. I had fun with that one. Let me just make sure I save it. 35, 36, 37. Oh my god, so many games over PTR. I love it. I don't hate it at all. Frau Frenzy, is that Al? Is that Christina? Oh no, please don't go in. Please don't go. Don't go. Wait. Oh, he's already going in, isn't he? Okay, now he's giving a chance. Which? We got ourselves Feral Frenzy opening up first versus Ballas with that Kyrian burst, trying to go for the biggest burst out there. Gonna be Mortal Coil out of Ballas. He's had to go for a trick of the Fear versus Feral Frenzy. I think Feral Frenzy might have tricked it as well. I think he might have tricked a stun from the bed. Gonna be the Feral back in there versus Ballas. Gonna be the Dark back with a wall, Tyrant, Valfid, everything getting joined in. Feral Frenzy did use the biggest bleeds possible versus Ballas. I just tried to see if he might be able to disrupt the pets with a quick roar. While in Guardian form, disrupting roar and Ballas is gonna have a lot of the pets kind of disoriented, cannot really reconnect back with the Feral. So Ballas is gonna have to find a way to deal with the Kitty next. He at least has the Felguard, so he can land proper stuns onto Feral Frenzy. At least he can like disrupt the opener. Gonna be a stun onto the other pet with a maim onto Ballas. It looks like just now Ballas triggered, or maybe those is the shortest maim in the world. Either way, Feral Frenzy is unable to really reconnect with the Ballas. It's gonna be yet another Mortal with another Fear. Now that he no longer has a trinket for a while, Ballas should be able to gain a lot of advantage here. Demon Bolts flying, second or maybe main stun from the main Felguard, trying to get some big Demon Bolts in, but didn't get the biggest blaster out there. And Frenzy Feral, which is actually Christina, if you guys remember from the YouTube side, from the comment side, from the YouTube live version. This is Christina, otherwise known as Alex, otherwise known as the Feral Dude. Has been in this Duels for a while and is now coming back, playing as Feral, Frenzy Feral. I think named Frenzy Feral because he's playing the Feral Frenzy build with the Kyrian, which is really cheesy, really strong. Big Kyrian burst out of Frenzy, out of Christina, rather. I'm gonna call it Frenzy Feral just because my mind is gonna have a hard time with names. I'm gonna see Frenzy Feral, I'm gonna say Frenzy Feral. It's gonna be really difficult for me to remember it's Christina every single time. But you guys know what I mean when I say it. Frenzy. Trying to go for a bit of a roar, catch it back up with Ballas. Does not have Berserk for a while, at least 2 minutes until that's back. Ballas with a Reflect, not really sure we can Reflect back to Frenzy. No Trigger for a while either, so it's going to be at least a full Fear. Maybe big Demon Bolts, maybe big Demon Doggers. If he can get himself a big Decimate Bolt versus Frenzy, he'll be in a great spot. Ballas is getting kind of low on health. At least he's able to set the pet stay in. Gonna be a Skull Bash. Ballas could be in trouble. Does he have a Mortal Coil coming back very soon? Big Kyrian Burst. Does he have a pet stun or anything? Ballas needs something right now. He gets anything, but looks like he's gonna be going down as he got himself a port. Chicago charging in versus Frenzy. Not giving him much opportunity to catch a reset. I think at this point, with how strong Ferals are, you can't give him a moment's break. You can't give him a moment's notice. You have to take every advantage you can because these guys are insane over in PTR right now. Especially with Berserk coming back very soon for Frenzy Feral. Very soon. Does leap into the box, boops the snout, but is going to be able to catch himself a reset. Chicago charging out in the brand new Ghostful form. And is trying to see if they might be able to maintain the pressure. Normal wall for Frenzy. This is going to be a big Kyrian Berserk burst. Chicago better be careful. Has Ascendance. Is going to be going for Ascendance. Maybe as an early counter pressure versus Frenzy. Who's going to go bare form with a roar. Trying to get himself as much healing as possible. Earth Elemental is going to be there for the extra defense. So Chicago, when they take big damage out of Frenzy, At least they're gonna have a little bit extra health to work with. It looks like Frenzy trying to get Berserk. Does he get the big bleeder Chicago? I don't know if he was able to. Chicago not tricking out of this. Might need to use a wall here immediately. And I believe Frenzy is playing the tier set, right? There's no way he isn't. Or is he? I'm seeing some bleed damage to Chicago, but I'm not seeing like the big rotting damage that we normally see. So maybe he either missed the tier set or he doesn't play the tier set. Interesting. Maybe he's just playing the 2-piece for more Berserks. Who knows? Chicago is going to try to see if they can keep the pressure rolling into the Pharaoh, but he's going to be able to separate away with that root unless Chicago has Spirit Walk, not Spirit Walker's ways, but it's like Spirit Sprint. It's like the sprint ability for enhanced shamans. Unless they have that, they can't really break out of roots at all. Gonna be quick maintenance. Pharaoh Frenzy just go for the full resets. And Chicago is going to be going, I think, for the Stormkeeper charge. Basically gives them a lot of cooldown reduction for a short amount of time. Like 30% more CDR, I think, which is pretty good. Goes to joining in. Big Ventia burst onto Frenzy. He's kind of low in health. No wall for a while. Chicago maybe gets a big blaster damage out. Pharaoh Frenzy going in for the curing burst. Into maybe Chicago has to trigger for it. Stun onto Pharaoh Frenzy. No stun could be going down either way. The Ghosters are doing the best they can for Frenzy. Super low in health. Quick roar. Lightning bolts are flying through. Does get him some massive recovery with the Frenzy. The Pharaoh Frenzy regeneration. Chicago is playing their tier set as they're getting more Ghost Raptors every time they spend Maelstrom. I think when they do Maelstrom for damage or healing, it's going to be active and I believe a healing totem or maybe Wind Fury totem. Pharaoh Frenzy super low on health. Chicago trying not to get Cyclone. It's going to be dropping down grounding. Does Pharaoh Frenzy go for another setup with a Cyclone? Going to be quick, maybe. Chicago does not sit along at all. Going to be Roots. It's not a way out of it. Pharaoh Frenzy catching up on all that healing. It looks like Pharaoh Frenzy is going to be able to get himself reset. Tiger's Fury is not available for a while. Maybe next burst is going to be Curing Burst. Thunder with a stun. Does Chicago get to end it right here? Big Chain Harvest. Pharaoh Frenzy is so low in health. But the Pharaoh keeps on trucking, keeps on fighting. Battle Master tricking, getting used as Chicago does remove the Thorns. Big Carrion Burst. Does not have the full burst there. That's going to be a wall Chicago either way. There goes the Tiger's Fury. Kind of had a wonky overlap with that Kyrian Burst. Which I actually think Chicago can remove that Kyrian Burst. Kyrian buff from Pharaoh Frenzy. If they're fast enough, they can just purge it. And there goes all that damage. Pharaoh just going for a bit of a reset behind the pillar. Bear form Frenzy reach on Barskin was used. Does have a wall back up. It looks like he's going to berserk in 30 seconds. So far, his ability to survive these duels has been fantastic. Chicago getting Ghost was back very, very soon. Ascendance is back up. Not seeing a wall for at least 50 seconds, but should have a wall. Actually, not going to have a wall. That wall is not going to overlap with Berserk. Chicago better find a way to win this duel soon. Stun into Pharaoh Frenzy. Trinkets out of it. Ascendance is out. Wall is rolling. That's going to be Chicago blasting himself out with the Thorns. Out of that roar. Going to be bashed into Chicago. Ghost was to disappear for a second. Does Chicago reconnect? Does get the sprint. Finally gets the wind strikes. Pharaoh Frenzy has full Berserk ready to go. Full damage is out. I don't know if Chicago has enough survivability here. Needs to get himself just a bit more damage. Does go for a shield trinket that removes that makes him absorbs a lot of magic damage, but a lot of the Frenzy Pharaoh damage is just straight up physical bleeds and bites and shreds. Sunder onto the cat. Dude, what is the survivability? Like at this point, I'm wondering if Frenzy maybe went for like a defensive legendary at this point, because this man is just living forever. Leap tried to stay away from Chicago because he got damage for certain, but his survivability is absolutely out of this world as Chicago's charging out at him. It's going to be Frenzy at no health whatsoever. Getting the one last on Chicago. I think you might be thinking it's over. No. Big heal for Chicago without wall. Frenzy needs to get out of there. Ghosts are joining in. At least one Ghost was joining in. And it's going to be leaping in. Big zap from Chicago from a distance. Unless you play Necrolord, I don't know if Lightning Bolts are really that worth of a zap. For Maelstrom, at least from PvE. PvP, they don't really feel worth. Stun into Pharaoh. Does Chicago have enough? Trying to get whatever damage left. Maybe Big Chain Harvest at the end. Trying to get the Sliding Bolts. Again, how is this guy still surviving? Barskin, while in bear form, get himself a bit of healing. He has to be playing like a defensive legendary at this point. I don't believe it. I don't believe he's playing a aggressive Lego. He has to be playing some Healy Lego. And there goes the zap of Chicago. Hey, it's me, SP. Finally get a chance to play Quick Fear on Chicago as they go for a trick and going to be full stun. And Chicago is going to be able to get Ghostos back up and running. Silence on Chicago, unable to heal himself for a bit. I don't even know if they can get Ghostos rolling yet. But it's going to be executed potentially out of SP. Going to be a Siphon. Oh, reducing the healing out of Chicago greatly. Full burst out of SP, man. Shadow Priests are really deadly over in the patch, man. Actually huge. My goodness. Speedful gonna be up next. Get a shot onto him. Hey, it's me, SP, as he goes in for a Grade of Fate, trying to immune any of the CC chains out of Speedful. It's gonna be a quick blind. I don't know if SP has a trinket backup. We actually can't see trinkets, which kind of sucks. Even when they use trinkets, it's kind of like, it's up to me to just pay attention and hopefully even guess. Cheap shot onto SP, but he does go for a stun back to Speedful. Gonna be a quick interrupt as SP trying to get himself a heal. That stunned the horror onto Speedful. Did not last long since he is an orc. Trinket on Speedful is just completely immune to CC for a second. Wait, did it try to cheap shot SP? Might have, actually. Shadowlands are up for SP. Recovered quite a bit of health. Going to be that Mages of the Dead behind the pillar. Speedful does get himself a reset. He still has dots rolling on him as soon as his shield is gone. He is going to be put out in the open. Can SP control the pets? No, the pets are just going to look at the rogue. They know he's behind the pillar. They see the health button. Like, yeah, I'm not going to head over there. Unless I see the Shadow Priest hit you. I ain't touching you. I feel like this pets need to be a little bit smarter. Right, they at least need to be able to attack somebody. Speedful dropping down the trinket onto SP. It's going to be a big blast of cosmic damage, but he does have to go for a disperse just to reduce the damages taken from it. DPs are getting set up versus the rogue, trying to blast him out with as much damage as he can. Short stun onto Speedful. He's going to get one eruption, trying to get a heal. That's going to be SP get interrupted on the kick. At least SP might be able to get the next cast of Shadowlands. Does he have any more stuns? Speedful needs to just find a way to get a little bit more damage onto the priest. Looks like that fear is going to send the rogue running in the other direction. As the Mages of the Dead going to be joining the fight. Going to be slow into Speedful as well with that siphon. Trying to blast out as much damage as he can. Speedful with that Cloak of Shadows just going for full reset. If the Mages of the Dead can reconnect, he's trying to get a cast off from a distance. He's trying to do what he can. I think SP just used the Megalomania talent, so he's going to have his health reduced to like 30% after a little bit of... Actually, no. I don't think he did. Otherwise, you would have seen his health drop. I think his health is actually okay. Speedful catches a reset for just a quick second in between the dots just to land a sap. Going to be a SP going in for a Shadow Over Death, I think, just to make sure he's not going to CC anymore. Full stun into Speedful, trying to get himself a bit of healing. And Speedful looking for that reset. Are there dots rolling on the rogue? It looks like he does have some kind of a dot. Maybe a Shadow Over Pain. Just some manipulating his health bar a little, trying to go into stealth, maybe get a reset. I don't think he has any dots right now. Shadow Crash, I think the Shadow Crash might have got them out of stealth, maybe? Gonna be Shadow Strike back towards the priest. This is gonna be Grade of Fate, could get interrupted. Fear, there's gonna be Trinket for Speedful with a kid of Shadow to SP. Trying to make the big burst happen with that Kyrian burst. That's going to be the Mages that are joining in. No cloak shadows for the rogue. The rogue better end the Shadow Priest right now, otherwise he could be in trouble. Shadow Priest with the disperse as well as Vampiric Embrace. Getting as much healing as he can. Speedful, does he have a Shadow Step to keep the damage rolling? Stun is out in the open. The Mages that just keeps barraging him. The Shadow Fiend is going to... Siphon is going to keep slowing him. Shadow Fiend joining in for some bites as well. Speedful actually had no health at all. Going to be DP rolling at this guy. He could be in a bad tight spot. And Speed just land next. Does the Mind Bender... Wait, doesn't Ben just take him out? No, he doesn't. Interrupt onto the Shadow Cast from SP as Speedful just has no health at all. Kidney shot. I think SP is dead to the trinket. Yep. He just dropped down that trinket, hit him with a kidney shot. No way out of it without a trinket. Wait. What is that sap? That sap was godly. Yo, Speedful. That sap was actually just godly. That sap on the end cap was so pro. Actually, XZ just trinket out of it just to make sure he can land a kill at you. Zoan and Images on Speedful. If he can somehow just get away from these pets, not die just yet. Trying to land a cheap shot onto XD. Wait, is he just going to turn around? No way. Oh, you're a monster. Oh, you are a monster. Does he have a blind? No, dude, this rogue is a monster. It was like, you know what? I'm just going to get in there. I'm just going to take this guy out of the game. Jesus Christ. It was so strong. Seawork is going to be up next, trying to go for the big Kyrian Burst versus XD. Does he have the Barrage to finish it at the end? Trying to go for the Arcane Blast. And looks like XD is going to be going down to that Arcane damage. VAR, going to be up next. Hey, VAR, how you doing, my man? Playing that survival. I like it. Yeah, SP, I think we're going to do at least one more. And we're going to do at least one more out of this one. Definitely do at least one more. Big Chakram onto a Seavark. As VAR trying to get some big damage from a distance. Wait, isn't VAR normally plays... Wait, you got a bow? VAR? What are you doing? VAR, you're a survival hunter, VAR. VAR, you're a survival hunter with a bow, VAR. Did he mean to play with a bow? Wait a second. VAR? What is going on? I think he's serious. He's a survival hunter with a bow. Technically, you do have ability. You can use a lot of your survival hunter abilities with a bow, and you would just start using arcane shot instead of raptor shot or raptor strike. So technically, you do have the ability to use the bow. I just don't know how good it is. And you also can kill shot without a two-hander, which does put you behind a little bit. Seavark taking a bit of that damage from the chakram is going to be going for a little bit of a missiles onto the Kevin slime. Poor Kevin. Oh, barraging Kevin, dude. Why'd you gotta kill Kevin like that? Var going for the full reset behind the pillar with the flash cut. We are 55% dampening. You're not gonna get a lot of healing, and Seavark is getting a lot of recovery. Var at least dives into a camo, so he's getting a lot of health recovery. He's marksman. I'm pretty sure he's survival. Look, he's throwing grenades. He is not marksman. He's serpent sting. He is not marksman, boys. Look at his cooldowns. He is not marksman. Polymorph on the Seavark trying to land a poly onto Var. Does get to do so. Just wants to make sure he has good line of sight. Oh, Var! Yo, he's pathing! As a poly, he's perfect. It's actually so toxic. His pathing and poly is toxic as hell. Are you kidding me? Crazy. Reason trap getting thrown in. Death shock him onto Seavark. It's gonna rip through his shields. That's gonna be explosion. Does go for the ice block. Just doesn't want to deal with it. That polymer pathing was incredible. Actually insane. And Var making that survival hunter with a bow kind of work, actually. I mean, I guess when you play survival, you do mostly grenade and serpent sting anyway, so I guess it's like not that different. And you do get kill commands, so I guess you do have that range damage. You're just getting those kill commands, big grenades. Seavark is just gonna get to hop down. Those grenades are just gonna end up taking him down. I think with dots, try to go for food. Oh, that pet is gonna stop your feast. Seavark, you have one last chance for burst. I don't know if you can do. Oh yeah, there's always so much you can do. And Hunter is the marksmanship hunter. He's like, yo, I'm gonna show you what a real range hunter does. And Hunter actually just immunes that freezing trap. Var is gonna have to find a way to beat an actual range hunter as a kind of pseudo range hunter. It looks like Hunter just get the most burst in there. Elfman joining in. What's up, Ath? How are you doing, my guy? Looks like Hunter's not giving you an opportunity. You're just getting barrages into you. He's not gonna give you a chance, so you better not give him a chance either. Dampen is way too high. Hunter is gonna try to see you back up out of there. There's gonna be a try to see if he can kite the Paladin back into the trinket. I think it actually did damage to Elfman as he got wings rolling. It looks like Hunter. Does he have a trinket? Oh, knockback into Elfman. It's got big Kyrian burst onto Hunter. If you can just get line inside of him, there's gonna be a big hammer coming down. Huge hammer damage. Hunter had no help whatsoever. Turtle shell as Elfman trying to see if he can last verdict him or final verdict him down. And Elfman just needs one more global. It's just over. Ah! Wait, hits him on the slow instead. Stun. Oh. Bubbles it as it trinkets. Wait a second. Camo. What the? Oh, he does go down. I was going to say for a second, like, there's no way you're going to let him escape, right? Dude, Chicago and Frenzy Pharaoh just had such a back and forth for so long. Look at that healing. I don't understand. How do you heal that much? I mean, Pharaohs heal a lot, right? It's a hybrid class, but you had to have been running like a tanky Lego or something, or like a restoration Lego. Like, there's no way. I just don't believe it. It's just so good. Hunter was Hunter? Yeah. Hunter X Hunter, boys. Alright, let's get another going, yeah? So bad Hurricane is. Well, to be fair, it is a Hunter you're fighting against. One. Second, you go into a very high damage Seavark. Third, you could technically play like triple shield leg if you wanted to. I don't get why the nerf the hell out of the Cheers that made the spec so awful. Well, I guess the nerf was like from 18% damage buff to like 10%. Yeah, I don't know. Was 18 enough to like make you bursty and give you a bit of a pump? Because it's only 8%. I mean, it's only 8% difference. It's like maybe too ignorant of a response, too ignorant of a statement. But 8% damage difference. Going from instant Magia with no CD, going from 80% dam to just 80% dam. Wait, was Touch of Magia instant? Was it always? Wait, that could have been really good actually. I didn't know it was instant. Yeah, wait, combined together, yeah, that's a nerf version. Like, forget about the 8%, the instant versus non-instant. Big difference. Sentry is ready. Chicago's ready. Did we get Chicago and Sentry then? I think Chicago and Sentry played. I think we gotta get Alex and Sentry then, yeah? I really love the way they made Paladin animation look so nice in Retail versus Classic. You would play Paladin Classic, then hop on Retail on one. It's like two different worlds. Yeah. Yeah, for a lot of classes, the animations. I mean, Like, don't get me wrong, classic WoW, the TBC, the old school vanilla, like, it makes me excited for Wrath of the Lich King. Like, that's the OG, old school, classic, mwah, masterpiece of a game. What's up, Ballas? How you doing, my man? Hope you have a good one. But, like, you gotta give them credit. Like, yo, the animations they added for, like, some of the classes in the retail, they look amazing. America's trying hard to have it buffed in OC because of how bad it is. I think they just need to give them, like, I don't know, 10% damage buff overall or something, anything in PvP. I mean, they buffed their Arcane Blast by a little bit, but I don't know. I think their sustained damage could be a little better, maybe. Wanna try both survival? Yo, I like it. I like just trying to. Yo, G-Fuck, thanks so much for popping in, man. Appreciate ya. Yo, Alex, do we have a team? Yes or no? Because I know SP wants to play another one. Chicago and Sentry already played each other. Somebody got to play Team Sentry with Archie. Архи, мы тебе команду будем играть через секунду. Я смотрю, если Алекс или Кристина, если у него команда есть. Through прошлой игры. Trying to explain to Archie that we're gonna get his team rolling. Just trying to figure out if Alex's team is ready. My best Russian here, boys. Best Russian I can do. Sword for Power of the Ground, maybe favorite. Yeah, the Blade of Justice. It is cool. I feel like the design, though, I will say the design of Paladin did change quite a bit. Like the Holy Power spending and building versus Seals. I thought the Seals was awesome design, you know? Or Blessings. Or was it Seals? I think it was Seals. With Judgments and consuming Seals and Judgments. It was an interesting bit of gameplay that gave it a little bit more complexity. It goes to the low and live and we have a more HP, even worse. I'm trying to give Alex an opportunity to get a team. Unless Alex is done, and then maybe we'll get Chicago versus Sentry, because I know Chicago is ready. Alex! Or if SP takes over that team. SP! If you guys are taking over for that team, let me know how many points you got. Because I want to get you guys an opportunity. I want to play with Sentry. If not possible, then I get Chicago. Because Chicago and Sentry already played each other. I'm just trying to get you a team, because I know you SP asked about it. Hi there, what's up? Avocado, my guy over here. We're gonna Raiko, my man. Yeah, he was actually survival. It looks like he was marksman, but he's not. If you look at his cooldowns, you will see that he had a coordinated assault, aspect of the eagle, and if you look at his abilities, he was throwing grenades and using surplus things. So he was survival, just with a bow. Technically, as survival, you do have access to a steady shot and arcane shot, but I don't think you have anything else. Alex went off and team disbanded on Forge. Alright, we'll get Chicago versus Sentry. Yo, maybe Alex was able to join in, or Team SP was able to join Chicago or something. Right? Maybe he was able to join that team and Sentry. 5. What arena do we want to do, boys? What arena do we want to do? I kind of want to do Hook Point. Is Hook Point toxic? Oh, after consuming clear casting and electric magic instant? Yeah. That's how it was. That's how it is. Touch and magic duration increased by 4 seconds that grants 35% mana regen. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they did that because it was going to scuff arcane PvE timings hard. It was going to feel like chewing paint. Yeah, Seawork. I'm just trying to explain to Seawork like how bad the tier set bonus would have been overall. It was gonna be like the tier set for Arcane Mages was really good for PvP, but it's not great for PvE whatsoever. But for PvP, it would have been fantastic. It would have been so good. It could literally be a conduit. Yeah, honestly, I agree with you on that one. You're telling me, C-Mark. My guy, you should have seen Outlaw. You should see. True. I guess we did have a long streak of like not being anywhere decent, but now we're kind of good now. All of a sudden with a tier. Well, I don't know what tiers is gonna do for us, but hopefully it'll be okay. Alrighty, as I can still ask. I feel ya. What do you suggest next as a healer? Next as a healer. Suggest for next patch or next season? For PvE or PvP? For PvP, I think Holy Pal is still going to be really good. I think Wings is going to be great. It's hard to tell for PvP though, right? I think maybe Disc Priest could be really deadly with their tier set. Maybe Holy Priest could be pretty good too. If their tier set affects the damage and maybe the stun duration of their chastise, that could be really good. But we'll have to wait and see. I think Rest of Druids might be really good too. The amount of burst healing they'll have, I think is going to be good as well. Alrighty, Chicago Sentry, all ready to go. I want to get yourself an arena. I don't know what arena we want to do. The Grand we did. Toveron, I don't want to do. Let's do Hook Point. Let's do a Hook Point. I like Hook Point. Let's get Hook Point rolling. I can't think of any other. I should have done Lordaeron maybe. No, Lordaeron is kind of out in the open. Alright, challenge me. Duel me. Nuke me. You got this. Big burst, big damn, big roll. Oh, the rapid fire. That is deadly. I like that. I like the law. Okay, let's get Chicago and Centricute again. Hook Point, there it is. Now we got it. Let's go, boys. Let's get another arena up and running for the day. Season PvE? Oh, for PvE. Overall, for like raiding and dungeons, that's a hard one, my guy. I think Restless Shaman is looking pretty decent. You have the option of playing Kyrian and Keys for a lot of damage, and you usually have a pretty good throughput over in raids. Of course, there's classes like with DRs, with damage reduction for the party like Holy Paladin, that's likely to continue being really good. And you're also pretty good at Mythic Pluses for the damage that you can provide as well. So, I think I want to say, I'm hoping Monk will improve. Monks are really good at healing. Like, the throughput they have is pretty good. The Orbital Toolkit for damage, like baseline, no matter what covenant, basically what amount of covenant you play, is also pretty good. Double Legacy is going to give them a more passive damage, because they'll get a lot more passive healing just by sticking around and melee and just doing damage the whole time. I'm hoping Monks will be better, right? But I think it's not going to change too much. I think so far Paladin and Shaman has been pretty good for PvE healing in Shadowlands. And likely, based on how good they've been so far, and their tiers has been pretty good, they'll likely to still be a solid choice heading into the next patch. Not going to say they're going to be top tier, but definitely a solid choice going forward. But realistically, none of the healers are bad right now in Shadowlands. It really depends on like the content and the fights. Some healers are just better at certain fights than others. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, it's more or less what it really comes down to. Yo, Hunter trying to get in there. Oh, no, I'm going to miss it. No. Oh, I'm going to miss the burst, aren't I? Crap. Alrighty, there we go. Switch. We got Jesus already getting blasted out by the Hunter. I missed a little bit of the opener, but he went with a scatter shot, dropped down the new cosmic grenade next to Jesus. I think it's a freezing trap after just to keep CC. Gonna be Jesus trying to see if he gets some big damage back to Hunter. He's gonna be full defensive, get himself a aspect of, or rather, survival of the fittest, 20% damage reduction with a turtle show right after. As you see in the death thing popping off every single cooldown. Looks like the Hunter looking for a reset. Maybe can get himself a free camo with a feigned death, as long as Jesus doesn't go for like the proper, I was gonna say maybe he's gonna go for that proper pet control just to make sure he always keeps a target of Hunter, even as he goes for feigned death. Maybe make a macro to the target Hunter pet attack, because if you can get the pet to attack him before Hunter dives into camo, he won't be able to camo. Stun around the corner. You're just looking for that grip, trying to get some damage in. Is he gonna go for the army? It looks like he doesn't have army just yet. There's gonna be a trinket out of the freezing trap. And looks like scatter shot to follow. It's going to be a bit DR'd. Hunter, does he have the big volley? Is going to have himself double tap rapid fire. Is that going to be enough? Damn, though. Jesus is going to be kind of low on health. Needs to get a melee of Hunter in order to get a couple of death strikes. Big damage out of the Hunter, though. Jesus is having to pop every defensive AMS, IBF, and death pack. Everything getting used all at once, but the Hunter is under quite a bit of pressure. Freezing trap onto the Death Knight. And Hunter is under a ton of stress, ton of pressure. Unless he goes Feign Death camo. He does get the Feign Death and camo. I think he might have some dots on him. No, he does not. Dodging the Death and Decay. The Death that is able to get himself a Fleshcraft. And I think the Hunter should be able to get a Fleshcraft rolling as well. If he's fast enough, he's going to go for Fleshcraft behind the pillar as the Death is picking up his eyes over in his side of the arena. And Hunter does get a full recovery. This way he could go for the biggest burst possible. He just has to avoid the pet stun as well as the stun from the Death Knight. He'll be okay. Huge volley from afar. Going to be the grip with a stun. Hunter just going to have to take the damage here, but can go for the biggest possible damage versus Jesus. It's going to be a scatter shot with a massive rapid fire. Huge damage. Looks like Jesus somehow was able to disrupt the rapid fire, maybe with the pet stun. I think I might have a pet gnaw. Freezing trap onto the Death Knight as Hunter trying to see if I can walk over from him. I think the grippy hand is going to yoink him back in. I think it's going to end up taking him out. He had such a good go that whole time, but just couldn't keep it rolling. Such a good attempt at the game. Such a good attempt at the duel. It is a very tough competitor to fight against. And it's just a tough matchup all around. Speedful is going to be up next as Kyrian, Subtlety Rogue, trying to see if he might be able to take down Jesus as he got himself Lichborn rolling just to get himself whatever health recovery he can. And looks like the other eyes are out. Speedful could be hanging around by over there, but looks like he's kind of leaving Jesus an opportunity to get himself a reset. I'm not really sure why he's dropping down Antimatic Zone. Technically, he could use it against the Rogue with Shadow Blades. Technically, or maybe no. Talk about the Cosmic Trinket, actually. The Cosmic Trinket would have been a pretty good trinket to use that zone for. It reduces the magic damage, and that Cosmic Trinket is like Arcane Shadow and Holy, I think. I think that's what cosmic damage is. Gonna be Jesus taking a load of damage from the Rogue. Quick disarm as he goes for a death back just to give himself a little bit of survivability. The Rogue sprinting to break himself out of those chains just so he can stay on top of the Death Knight. The DK is under a ton of pressure. Still trying to stay aggressive. Getting the Army of the Dead rolling in as he got himself maybe more death strikes. He needs a couple more death strikes. The evasion is down for the Rogue. This is where the Death Knight needs 83 root power. It looks like the Rogue goes in for a mark for death eviscerate. Before the Death Knight catches any healing, any recovery, the Rogue takes him out. G-Funk wasn't able to really land a Hunter's mark onto Speedful just yet. But he should be able to find him, hopefully, with some traps maybe scattered all over the place. Looks like, yeah, doesn't have any traps yet. Now he's going to be scattered in traps in random locations. Rogue could be anywhere. If the Rogue is careful to pay attention where the traps are, he knows where to avoid. Random flare almost catches. Actually, I think he does catch the Rogue. Sending the pet in. Beautiful backing away from the pillar. Man, I'm actually surprised that flare did get him. It looked like the flare is like inside of the pillar. Has a little bit of longer range on the outside of it, on the outset. Going to be a Kyrian opener by Speedful, doing a bit of a slower opener versus G-Funk. Quick freeze is going to stop the Rogue for a second. As it looked, he was trying to see if he can maybe sprint out of it, try to turn around and run. Manic Bandage for G-Funk. Speedful is going to go for the disarm, try to deny some of the damage for G-Funk. Massive grenades, huge explosions. Speedful might be in trouble. Blind on a G-Funk. Does he trinket? The pet is on him. Might need to go for a shiv on the pet to slow it down. Does go for the pet shiv. If G-Funk is fast enough, he might be able to deny the Rogue a reset flare around the corner. The pet catches up as the shiv wears off. And I think the Rogue has nothing left. Quick flank strike onto the Rogue. Again, no health whatsoever. Does get a big explosion trinket onto G-Funk with a cosmic trinket. One kill shot away and it's over. Evasion is up for the Rogue. At least the pet is keeping him in combat. Maybe as we're going to walk into Steel Trap. Looks like he is not just yet. Shadow set by the Rogue. Cheap shot on G-Funk. And that's going to be the Rogue attempt, trying to make some bursts happen. Freeze trap stops him. Going to be Trinket. Manic Bandage doesn't trap the Manic Bandage. The Rogue's looking for the reset. Death Chakram is going to be on him. Going to be a big explosion. Lots of damage. Chakram is just completely just nuking him right through. Kill shot around the corner. The pet is likely to kill him unless this Rogue has summoned for this. I think it's over. Stun onto the pet. Kevin Slime is going to be keeping the pressure on him. Cloak of Shadows up for the Rogue. Does get a vanish shot. Wait a second. No way. G-Funk. And I think G-Funk is just kind of waiting for the Rogue. Looks like the Rogue does get himself a quick escape. No way, dude. The Rogue is going to have Shadow Blades going back very soon. No evasion, no vanish, no cloak. Potentially a trinket is the only thing he can really use versus G-Funk. Actually, no, he won't even have that. He just used trinket on the freezing trap, so I don't think he's going to have anything. That's going to be a bit rough now. Just a little rough for this Rogue coming back out of this duel. But I believe, man, I hope for the best here. Definitely hoping for the best. G-Funk is going to be picking up the eyes and should be able to send the pet over at Speedful. The earlier he can get on top of the rogue, the earlier he can send the grenades, the faster he can end this rogue's killing spree. It looks like the pet... Where'd the pet go? Looks like it's kind of walking at the rogue, but then backing him up. He's like sending the pet out and then it returns. I wonder why. Maybe G-Funk is just kind of letting the rogue approach him. The rogue is actually just waiting. He's literally just waiting for full cooldowns. So G-Funk might have let the rogue just recover a ton. The Speedful just kind of stopped in place in case there's more traps getting set up. Freezing trap meeting him. But G-Funk, we just waited there with a freezing trap, careful this whole time. Big chakram damage as he got him some full coordinated assault. Disarm to G-Funk, but he got the grenades under his belt. He got his grenades ready to throw. Evasion up for the rogue. G-Funk is trying to think to save the grenades until evasion is over. Can he maybe get a stun around the rogue on the back? If you can land a stun on the rogue's back, then you might be in a fantastic position. The rogue is looking for that reset harpoon around the corner. Does throw in a grenade. G-Funk blinded. Does he go for a trinket? He's going to go for a pet sack for a second. The pet get hit with a shift. Can Speedful recover? Is going to be running over the chart trap. The pet is back over there, getting a couple bites, couple slashes with his bony claws. And G-Funk just needs to get that line of sight, just commit some damage, maybe commit a stun. Speedful by this point should have a trinket coming back, right? I think that's what G-Funk is trying to do. He's trying to get this rogue to come to him, hit him with some traps, and then kind of prolong the duel, maybe get some of his cooldowns coming back soon. Speedful is just going to be running to that flare. Finish out of G-Funk as the Death Chakram connects. And this is the rogue's opportunity to maybe get some damage. G-Funk is getting extremely low. This is going to be a quick feint death. He gets him with a disarm. Rogue gets caught in a steel trap. Looks like Rogue is going to be able to vanish out of the steel trap just to keep the pressure rolling onto the Hunter. The Hunter throwing in grenades in his face. The Rogue does not have evasion for a while. G-Funk again, yet another grenade. I don't know if he's running the tier set, but if he is, he can get a lot of damage out of those nades. Feint death by G-Funk. And has steel trap or maybe freezing trap waiting for Speedful. Speedful is going to be there with a pet. Does he have a cloak of shadows? He's going to shadow step. Pass any grenades. Going to be damage on G-Funk. Does it? I'm taking him out. Oh my goodness. Holy moly. Speaking about holy moly, he is here over on the Frost Mage as a Night Fae. No, not Night Fae. Nightborn. That's what it is. Dropping down Frozen Orb as well. Blizzard's going to be a Nova onto Speedful. Speedful trying to get himself a sippy cup. This Holy Moly just ended up taking him out with a couple frostbolts. He's playing that Necrolord. Kidney shot into Holy Moly. Trickets out of it just to end the rogue. Flurry with a couple of life slants. He just needs a couple more lances. Flurry. He's just wanting to go in and take out the rogue. Chicago's going to be up next. That's going to be a hard counter for a mage. Like a real hard counter right now. Holy Moly can maybe go for like a Necrolord, Deathborn. Maybe go for a couple of frostbolts on these pets. Looks like he's actually going to get himself random Necrolord bursts out of nowhere. He might be able to make summon work versus Chicago's Zug. Definitely gonna have to go for a polymorph with a full Necrolord burst. Cure, it's gonna be that Cosmic Trinket with Deathborn. Chicago Trinket's out with the wall. It's gonna take a bit of damage. Could interrupt. Holy, but Holy with that massive frosted damage. Oh my goodness. Chicago is just trying to line this out as best as they can. Flurries are gonna slow him a little bit, but not by much. Frozen Orb on one side, maybe Blizzard on the other. Is going to put Blizzard kind of on that side of the pillar. Chicago just moving over to the other side altogether. Holy moly, maybe can get another Blizzard where Chicago is at right now. And this is where Holy, honestly, Frostbolt in the pet, the Earth Elemental, not a bad idea. Nova into Chicago, keeping him out in the open. More Frostbolts you can get, the more damage you're going to do with it. Hey, perfect. He now no longer has to worry about grounding totem. Maybe now Holy Moly could get some big damage out. Chicago is using the trinket, the new one for PvP for Shadowlands patch 9.2, where it has an absorb for only magic damage. Chicago, though, is at advantage here because they have grounding on short CD. They have a very short CD interrupt, so holy moly. I mean, they gotta take moments of damage whenever they can. Holy moly's kind of lagging, so you're just gonna follow Chicago for a bit. So Holy could actually do this. Chicago sprinting out just to get him hit with a Nova. So no longer has a way to break out of it. Holy is going to go for Frostbolts, maybe building some Icicles. Is going to get another proc of Deathborn as well. Might be able to build up a bit of damage versus all those pets. Big Chain Harvest from a distance. Throwing down a Frozen Orb. This one, no longer a Frozen Orb. That just kind of places in spot. It just kind of sends it out, eats it out like a bowling ball. And that thing just keeps going. Quick interrupt onto Holy as he blinks away from Chicago on that Sunder. And Chicago just trying to strip Holy Moly of all the buffs. Grounding totem on that Poly. That's going to be an interrupt for the next Polymorph. Triple shield is up. Chicago just trying to remove all the shields before he closes the gap. And Holy just trying to maximize the range. Definitely should be doing that as much as possible. That's Holy. He might need to go for maybe an ice block. He does need to go for a little bit of healing for sure. Try to hit for Chicago with a cone. Does land it with a blizzard around the corner in case Chicago approaches them. Chicago has ground totem in a bit, has interrupts, so there's no way for Holy to really do damage for a moment or land polys, and this one Chicago just gonna go out, just try to purge all those buffs. Yeah, it's a hard counter for mages. Gonna be the Ice Buck. Chicago does avoid the Cosmic Trinket. The Ice Buck is gonna allow Holy to catch up on a little bit of healing. We are 12 minutes into this duel, 44% dampener, boys, on Holy. Just trying to find a way if you can figure out how to get out of this one. Does Ice Form, can I get purged off by Chicago? I think it can. Yeah, Ice Form can. I think Ice Events cannot, but Ice Form can. But it's kind of crazy. I guess it is a very, very short city Ice Form for Frost Mages when they do run his PvP talent. I guess it kind of makes sense. Into another interrupt into Holy, unable to really get the damage or the CC onto Chicago. I think you just got to get the polys, get interrupted. There goes a Flesh Cup as he gets a kick out of Chicago, but that Flesh Cup is not going to be the biggest Flesh Cup ever. Does get himself an Ice Block, so he gets at least another heal. This is where you just got to get an Ice Block, grounding out of Chicago. You got to bait a kick out of Chicago, and then going for the most amount of damage possible. Deathburn getting used, and Chicago's just going to go behind the pillar. I think this is where you got to either charge out of Chicago or something. Chicago is mounting up. I don't think he's going to go fighting you. I think you got to get him out from behind the pillar, bait the kicks, land a poly, go for a full Deathborn, and then just blast him out to smithereens. Because I feel like if you just play your cards way too early with the Deathborn, you're not really going to be able to do much. Sending out a Frozen Orb with Blizzards around the corner, but Chicago, again, just line of sighting all of that. There is a Kevin Slam for Chicago, at least to build up some Maelstrom off of. But for holy moly, I think patience as a Frost Mage is better. Maybe in arenas, like people are just gonna run you down when they got a healer. But in a duel, he just sees you popping up big cooldowns. He's not gonna go over there. He's a scary big old mage. He's a big skeleton, a big Halloween man. Ain't gonna walk over there. Chicago getting an interrupt on the Frost versus Holy Moly. Deathborn is gonna be going down. Sundron to Holy Moly, maybe with a stun. It's gonna be Nova, and Chicago is going for the full purges on all those casts. It's going to be that grounding totem. That's where Holy Moly just needs to ice lance it and go for another poly. He actually has Chicago in such a good spot, but instead he decides to bail out on Forge. Shaman is definitely a little bit of a hard counter for mages, not gonna lie. I think you just gotta find a way to juke the kick, get the grounding, kill the grounding, then go for CC. You just have to go through that like gameplay every single time. That is rough for certain. Definitely rough for sure. Definitely a hard counter, but Arhe's gonna try to see if he can bust out some damage with Chicago. Got all the pets rolling. Chicago trying to let us out all these pets. Gonna get his own Earth Elemental rolling. To tilt it. That's so good. Holy moly. Don't worry about it, my guy. Better luck next time. You know what I mean? It's a real hard counter. I'm not gonna lie. Fraught mages versus a shaman, especially enhancement, they have a lot of healing. They can just take all your buffs away. It's tough. It really is. With interrupts as often as they do and grounding totems, it is rough. Archie trying to see if he can fight through Chicago. Chicago is just keeping his health low, letting the man recoup a little bit. Gonna be dispersed out of Archie as he's got himself full pets rolling with Chicago. Actually looks like all the pets does disappear, and now Chicago's the one with all the pets. Interrupted Archie on a shadow, could be in a bad spot. Trying to get a siphon, maybe with a slow flush cap. No interrupt for Chicago. Does have a grounding totem. Gonna be a quick fear. No pre-tremor. Archie's gonna be allowed to at least catch up with a bit of healing. We are hitting that 15-minute duel. 63% dampener. The Mages of the Dead joins in. Chicago gets in with the silence. Under a lot of pressure. Do they deal with Archie around the corner, or do you deal with the pet? Looks like that pet actually turns around and starts attacking the Earth Elemental. Arceus caster pet just started attacking the Earth Ellie instead. It looks like now finally turning attention onto Chicago. Yo, Chicago's just like, yo, this pet does way too much sustain. I'm gonna back up. It was like, I'm just gonna go hit that thing with a Sunder, with a build some Maelstrom, get some Storm Strikes. Like, wait, no, that thing hurts. Nope. Mages actually hurts. Probably the hardest hitting pet in the game ever, honestly. Maybe not, maybe like Tyrant, but Tyrant needs a setup. Like, you send the Mages, he just buffs himself. He's insane. He's a madman. So it's going to be a wall for Chicago. Trying to see if they can survive it. Arky trying to go for an execute. Going to have the backsplash execute damage himself with Shadow Word Death. Chicago had no help whatsoever. I think they're just going to die if Arky just finds them in line of sight. Grounding totem maybe for Chicago. I think just use it. And Arky did use something into the grounding totem. Going to be the Mages again. Just keep him out in the open. Mages use a couple more casts. Just Mages could end this. Chicago using that magic defense trinket where he absorbs only magic damage, which is actually going to give him a bit more survivability here. That trinket isn't the biggest absorb, but it is quite a bit. I think on What's that, 3-minute CD? If that thing is a 3-minute CD, I think that might be long. It looks like Chicago was able to fight through and live through the Mages of the Dead. Gonna be great to fade. Chicago getting hit with a stun. Trinkets out of it. Quick interrupt into a chain harvest. Harvesting. Yeah, boy. Archie Shadow Priest for all he's worth. Marzipan is gonna be last one over in Team 2 as a Nightmare Retribution Paladin. 17 minutes into this duel. 73% dampening. And Chicago looking for that full reset behind the pillar. Marzi blasting him out with a stun, full burst, wings. There's nothing he can do. Wait, Chicago doesn't get a heal for the last second. I think also use the Warlock Hellstone, but it's 64% dampening. You ain't recovering. Unless you got like an immunity, you are not recovering. Seavark trying, I think, to build up a little bit of that missile procs. He's going for Arcane Explosion, I think, trying to build up for missiles. Maybe get some big blasted damage to Marzi. The more missiles he can get in procs, the more damage he's gonna do. Gonna be a quick invis. Seavark is trying to set up some poly. Gonna be able to avoid the consecration, but he also misses the burst, the poly just by a hair with line of sight. Trying to land a poly onto Marzi. It's gonna be a soul shape. Try to stay away from Marzi as best he can. It's gonna get a slightly faster cast poly with that Night Fae legendary. Ultra time for Seavark, trying to make sure he doesn't die, trying to keep air of his hell. Gonna be a bubble out of Marzi as he was popping a defensive trinket. Gonna be invis for Seavark as he's trying to get out of there. Marzi trying to drop down consecration. Looks like gonna be able to find Seavark, but there's a full invis out of Seavark, so there's a full big defense out of it. Marzi without a bubble anymore is actually out in the open. Seavark could end it right here, but it's gonna be a hard draw to Seavark. Does he die right here? He has ice block. Worst to worst, Marzi trying to see if he can maybe end the mage right here, but he got no bubble, no nothing. Seavark actually might just be able to end him right here. Just kind of try to arcane blast him down. Is that what's gonna happen? Yeah, actually does end up taking him out. Damn, that Night Fae with that mobility, building up crit and haste, that's pretty good. Speedful with them 2 kills. Chicago landing some kills there back to back. Very well done, boys. Very well done. That wolf form is a beauty. It is, Chris, dude. That is something I didn't mention that duel. Every time I love the form, but I try to keep the duels commentary mostly all about the gameplay. But that form looks so good. The fox form and this new wolf form both look really, really good. Alrighty, boys. I think we're gonna call it here, man. Is that 7:31? I gotta get some food, man. I am starving, man. I haven't eaten lunch or not. I've eaten a bagel when I woke up, but I woke up earlier than usual. So I had food way earlier, so now I'm just actually starving. Boys, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you guys for coming by. Century, 3 out of 3.5, 3.5 people. It's all good, my guy. Arki, thanks for joining, my guy. I appreciate it. We're gonna call right there, man. Thank you so much. Архи, большое спасибо на группу, но у нас дуэли закончились. Я пойду, возьму себе еду, поем, поиграю в WoW и посплю. И поработаю. И потом посплю. Trying to explain to him in Russian. Gonna get some food, play some WoW, get some work done, and get some sleep. Thank you so much for joining. Chicago, I just was looking at your Ghost form and you just left me. There it is. Left me just like that. Damn, had me at the edge of my seat. Those are some really good duels. I love the duels where everybody gets to play and they get really close, like you don't know who's gonna win. Yo, Balas, thank you so much for joining me, my guy. I appreciate you joining in, showing us some demonology warlock, man. I love it. See you down. Thanks so much, dude. Appreciate you so much for becoming a member. Hopefully we'll see you around on Duels War. We stream every single day except for Thursday and Sunday. From 5 p.m. East Coast to 7 p.m. East Coast. So basically the time that we stream today for the duels, we do that every single day except for Thursday and Sunday. Thank you, boys. I appreciate you. Thanks for the entertainment. Thanks so much, Heavy Gamer, for coming by. Appreciate you, my dude. Yo, boys, super fun hanging out with all of you. Yo, tomorrow is my day off. Tomorrow is Sunday. No stream unless for some reason I decide to do something out of nowhere. We don't have any more raid testing this week or anything. Otherwise, I'll probably raid test with the guildies like normal new raid or the heroic version of new raid. I think that'd be really fun, but it doesn't look like we have any raid testing this week. So maybe next week, or maybe with no more raid testing, maybe the patches were close to coming out. I would love to see an announcement from Blizzard like, yo, 2 weeks and this thing is here. That'd be great. But we'll see, right? We'll just have to be patient and see. Thank you, boys. Again, super fun hanging out with all of you. Love the duels. No stream tomorrow. This is going to be my day off. We're back Monday. And you know what? Monday, we might be hopping back on PTR, doing some PTR things. I think that'd be kind of fun, doing maybe some more PTR testing. Hopefully we get some kind of announcement soon for Blizzard, like an idea when patch 9.2 should be coming out, or maybe new big updates, or whatever plans they have forward. Maybe, bro, I think it's about the time for the new WoW expansion announcement. Am I right? Or am I right? It's about that time, Blizzard. Come on, I think we could do it, man. I think we could do it. Alrighty, boys. You guys are wonderful, beautiful. Thank you all so much for joining. And I'll see you boys all next stream, alrighty? You guys take care. Peace.
Told myself to push and never stop. I've been stressed out, watching both these hands around the clock. With my eyes wide, trying to get the panorama shot. Whole world getting blurry to me, answers getting lost. So I watch my back and keep it moving to the front. And remember that the world's yours, do it how you want. You've been waiting here for too long, think it's time for you to move on. Realize that there's real lives in these real times to be strong.
I've been waiting all my life, and it was right before my eyes. Watching all this time slip by, now I realize. You know I've been waiting, 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 you know I've been waiting. Wait for me.
Time to shine just like a diamond. When life is rough and I ain't with that funny stuff, I use it all as motivation, but it's hard to have the patience. Watching time fly by might be the hardest thing I have to do in life. Frustrated that I ain't where I want to be yet, but I know that I'ma make it if I chase that check. Yes.
Cause I done seen the time go by for too many years now when the stars were aligned. Cause I done seen the time go by. Yeah, I done seen the time go by.
I've been waiting all my life, and it was right before